Hello. Psst, psst, psst.
Oh. Are you sure?
My bad.
Are you sure about that?
Come here, ZZ.
Are you sure about that?
Dave swerves when he drives, huh?
Are you sure about that?
Welcome back to Are You Sure About That on the Street Champs channel. What up?
What it ain't, what it is.
Me, Dave, Deryk. We are in the crib, dude. And so is ZZ. Shout out ZZ.
Yeah, for real.
Doing the most. Always doing it. Starting on the top, you guys know who it is, Rick G. Hit the link below for everything. I did want to start right away with it. It's pretty cool. I'm dropping all my music, y'all. I said screw this, and I'm getting rid of all my music. So starting the 21st of this month, November 2023, I'm going to be dropping a song every week until the end of February right now. And I'm going to keep extending that with all of the songs that I make. So that's, I mean, count the weeks on that. So starting the 21st, again, we're starting with the Halsey cover that I made. I just retweaked it in the studio today, made 3 other EDM bangers so we could start dropping more with Morphica. But I'm going to be dropping a song every week for the rest of the year and all the way to the end of February, bro. I can't wait. And I'm going to be doing, so I'm going to be kind of switching off. So I have two names that I release music under. It's Morphica for the EDM. That's me and Mixed by Blitz. And then it's Rick G for the other one. Dave doesn't miss a show.
Doesn't miss a Rick G show.
He even lies to people about it.
Yeah.
What did I do?
He even lies to get out of situations to go to his shows.
You do, dude.
It does be
you
like
lie for me, bro, to be there.
It does be like that.
It does be like yeah, that is very true.
Gotta
But
support.
I'm going to be, so that's 2 names, Rick G and Morphica. So I'm going to be dropping a song every week because I'm involved. But it's going to be for Rick G every 2 weeks and for Morphica every 2 weeks. So I'm just going to be dropping a song. Rick G 1 week, Morphica next. I'm just going to switch off all the way till the end of February right now. And then we're just going to continue at see how long I can do it for the rest of the year. Like if I want to try and do it for the whole year of 2024. Drop a song every week. Just stay consistent.
You know who did that and caught a wave eventually?
Russ, dude.
Exactly.
Yes. Draw inspiration from that. And I have the music to do it, and all of these songs are good. Like, I have a lot of songs that I put in the vault where I was like, I'm never releasing these. Fuck these songs. So, you know, that always happens, but I have enough to fucking drop a week.
You need to pull an EP together of all of your old bangers that you made at your parents' house.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm talking about, like, the tracks you had with Jordan and stuff. Do you
Oh, yeah, I have some of those, yeah.
A lot of people don't realize this man has changed his music, his range of music a lot. So when he started out, like you could cite every influence in your first lyrics. However, it was still fire. So.
Yep. Try it. I mean, I remember that.
Shout out Jordan. We miss you, dog.
I do miss him, bro. He wanted to get back into it, and I was like, yeah, bro. I got to make some beats for us to fucking hop on it, and then I'll get him back on one, dude. I would like to make another track with him for sure. But we've just been riding this EDM wave a lot, so. That made 3 EDM fucking tracks today, and they are fucking. Me and Blitz are like tapping into a new level, and I can't wait to unleash all of this shit and see where that goes because the first track we made for the EDM group fucking caught fire. So I can't wait to just keep it going, dude. It's pretty crazy. But other than that, man, just hit the link below, and we're getting on to the burger tourney today. Dave, do you have any news? Do you have anything to shout out, or before we get into our weeks?
Nothing really to shout out. I mean, the highlight of my week.
Yeah, we'll just start with yours.
Yeah, my week. It was a pretty expensive week, but it was a good week. I got my new gun. Pretty happy about that.
This guy.
Yeah.
Watch out, Hamas.
Oh yeah.
For real.
For real.
Don't mess with this. Don't mess with this fool.
And then had to get my teeth cleaned, so that's always fun when your boy don't got insurance. So that costs not as cheap as you would think. But other than that, it was cool.
I need to get a teeth cleaning.
I've been like doing a lot of research because I'm gonna get a new car real soon.
Ooh, skirt. Yo, get something sick. What are you gonna get, dude? I can't wait for Dave to get a new whip.
I don't know, but
he's gonna be balling, bro. No, Dave gonna show up with like a Benz or some shit. Watch.
It ain't gonna be that nice.
This motherfucker's gonna show up with a fucking goddamn Dodge Dakota, dude.
Damn.
I'm just kidding. He said, "What?"
No, I mean we'll see what it is.
What are you looking at? What have you looked at?
I'm
really curious on what Dave's next whip is gonna be.
I wouldn't mind like
in a Toyota Camry, bro.
Camry wouldn't be bad. A Civic,
a new one. Those new Camrys.
I'm talking
are
new.
sick.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a 2023 for sure because the 2024s are coming out, so the 2023s are getting discounted for real. and they're still
You
brand
can
new.
afford that shit too,
I-
dude.
I
You're
can
gonna-
pay it
you're
in
gonna be-
full.
Dave's gonna be rolling. Hell yeah, Dave. Damn, Dave's gonna be buying a whip in full. That's fire.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably not gonna pay it off in full. I'm probably gonna put a bunch down, trade my whip in, and then aggressively finance it, so that
That's
my credit
dope.
just reaps the benefits. Because my credit score is
Fuck yeah.
already like stupid fire. So
Yeah, it's dope, dude.
the
I like that.
adulting.
Your boy went up 6 points recently on the credit score. Let's go, dude.
What it is
go.
then?
Let's go.
Flex it. What's your
976 now.
900?
Yeah, it's fucking crazy, dude. Check me
This
out.
guy's lying.
Hit the link below if you guys want to know how to get a 976. Hold on, fool. 976. No, I'm just kidding.
He's reading that backwards or some shit. He's mixed. He's full has dyslexia.
No, I got 720 now.
Hey,
On one, and then the other one is lower.
yeah.
Because they haters, bro. Why is the other one lower, bro? They should be the same, bitch ass.
Yeah, I mean, my 3 credit scores are like within 20 points of each other.
Yeah, I should be higher, but fuck DirecTV because they told me they weren't going to charge me when I canceled that shit like 5 years ago. And then I even asked, I was like, you ain't charging me or nothing? Like, we're done. They're like, yep, you're good. And then they tried to charge me, and I was like, I'm not paying $180. Fuck you guys.
Oh,
So I just let it sit there, and it's almost going to fall off. And my
True.
points will go up. Fuck. You're not getting your money, DirecTV. You-
Oh, and our internet just went down. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I know, yeah. That'd be hilarious. You just get a knock on your door. What else for the week, dude? What else? Anything else?
Nothing much. I mean, I got
Nothing
to
major.
meet the owner of the rosin company / flower company / edible company, Egozi. His name's
Egozi.
Elias. He's a professional fighter for the Spartan organization.
That's cool.
So hopefully we can have him on here in some form or fashion in the near future.
He'll help us do a battle, bro. Like, all the guests will help us do battles. Hell yeah.
Something.
I'll fight him.
We'll
Oh,
get
God.
Deryk to get choked out again.
More of that.
I'll go harder this time. I practiced.
I told Jacoby to get you into Darce, and he did. I didn't think he was going to. He definitely got you into Darce right away.
He's lucky. He's lucky he said no punching because I would have knocked him out. For
God.
I know, all right, yeah. Imagine Deryk just fucking makes Jacoby miss a fight. Yeah, right.
it happened.
It happened. All right. My week, nothing crazy. Like I said, made 3 bangers in the stew. Other than that, man, nothing wild. I got my equipment. I got a Moog Subsequent 37. I think I said that last week. I got my equipment and I've been fucking with it. I haven't gotten to play it lately. But my fucking water meter burst, bro. What's good with that? It was the city's fault, and they had to dig a big ass hole in my shit.
Homie, don't lie. You don't even live in the city limits.
Well, the city of like the county limit or whatever the
Frickin'.
fuck. It was their fault, bro. Their old ass bullshit pipes, and they fucking had to dig a big ass hole in my yard. Now it
Damn.
looks like shit.
Wow.
Yeah, because they were just like, we're just gonna put this bullshit back. You know what I mean? Like when you dig a hole and you're like, I don't really want to fix the hole back.
Yeah.
Like, so they're just like, man, I'm all down. They broke my ditch and shit too, like the concrete like ditch. They're like, fucking bust.
Dang, you should file a complaint about that.
I'm assuming they're gonna come fix it because they got cones there still. So I'm like kind of waiting them for Monday to hit. I'm like, all right, boys, what are we doing?
Yeah, just keep
Yeah.
complaining to everyone but the city. I think they'll fix it.
I just complained to the USPS. I'm all, what the fuck is going on?
Like, I can't get mail, clearly.
I'm all that loafing jug out there. That's all there is out there.
Like, who do I got to talk to?
Yeah.
There's only 4 of y'all. Which one
I'm
is
all,
it?
I'm all, first thing, you guys shut down the shitty subway in here. I'm pissed.
There's no more Subway out there?
No, bro, they got rid of it.
Why?
COVID.
The fuck? What does that got to do with making a goddamn sandwich?
It died.
What? You got to social distance the
Sub-
ingredients or
literally-
some shit?
Fucking that Fogel dude died. So like from COVID, and that location died with him. Like they buried it with him.
Like the molester guy that like molested all the
The
kids.
Fogel dude. Yeah.
On behalf of Subway.
I mean, you didn't have to say that for the algorithm, but I mean, yeah, that's what happened. Wow. What is his name? Do you know what is the Subway thing? Do you remember?
Jared.
that? Jared.
why do we both know that?
Why'd I say Fogel? That's from Superbad.
He looks
Yeah.
like him.
Oh,
Dude,
God.
I'm so dumb. What is this podcast? All right.
No more Subway and yam. That sucks.
We took that bit too far. I'm dead. But, you know who's not dead is Rick G on Battle Bets. Hit that Battle Bets goddamn button, dude.
Yeah, that's more like it.
Time for Battle Bets. Let's go over the recap of last week. If you guys are just watching, this is your first episode of Are You Sure About That? We call this podcast, Are You Sure About That? Because we like to debate over certain topics. We're going to be starting our burger tournament debate this week, and then we'll go over that like when we want to. But other than that, we have the segment called Battle Bets where we battle sports bets. Me and this guy like fighting and fucking football and basketball, so I create a point system to where we battle our bets. So check the point system in the description if you want to check out that. It's going to give you a little bit of details on what points were allotted this time. Let's go over the bets from last week, though. Dave hitting no bets this last week, but, you know, he was taking the risky biscuit. This guy didn't go under plus 300 on all of his bets. This guy had a plus 300 parlay for 9 points at the L because of Notre Dame.
Yeah, they got upset by
Dame,
Clemson.
Literally the only one.
What the fuck?
They were minus 155. Lost to Clemson, unranked. Shitty record by Clemson, too. And Notre Dame still lost. Thank the heavens, because Dave lost that plus 300 parlay for 9 points, man. Dave would have tied it up if he would have only hit that parlay. But he also had a money line bet on Missouri. He did the risky biscuit on that one. Plus 500.
It was a close game.
Close game, plus 500. Almost had a 5-point win on that one. And let's go to this guy's other one, because this guy's only missing parlays by one bet. Travis Kelce not getting the touchdown for his Chiefs, ultimately missing his 8-point parlay for plus 458. He had a plus 458 parlay for 8 points, and Mr. Dave didn't pull through for that one.
But we beat Miami.
Yeah, so Alabama money line on that one. Curry was definitely over the 38.5 points.
Oh yeah, he going in.
Rebounds, assists, all that added up. So Dave ending the week on 0 points, down bad. It's all good. Dave's still looking nice on his lifetime. We'll go over that in a second. Because my 3 bets, I have one winner. The plus 333 parlay, 9-point win. John Haggerty getting the knockout, minus 218 money line. We had the Timberwolves money line win, and then Angela Hill at plus 120 coming in on that money line win. 9-point win for Rick G. Let's go. Picking up the week on that. My other 2 bets were a loss, plus 220, 8 points, plus 249, 6 points, both losers. I mean, I'm just hitting. I've shit the bed, 2 legs on each one. One of them was just a 2-leg parlay. Missed both of them. Didn't even, come on. The only thing I won on those parlays was a Milwaukee Bucks win. But I picked up the week at 9 points, and let's go over these lifetimes because Dave is sitting at 42 points lifetime.
You heard.
10 bets won, 22 bets lost, sitting at the record of 6-3-2. Still sitting tight, still sitting good. But Big Rick G is coming back because I got a lifetime points of 20 points now. I'm coming up at 7 bets won, 25 bets lost. Not looking that great still, but it's okay. We're coming back. We're on the comeback streak. 3-6-2 for the record. It's better than 1-6-2. Hey, you know, I'll take it. Let's just keep it rolling, dude. Keep it rolling. I'm having fun with battle bets. We had a really good week last week because I won, of course. But me and Dave are always risking the biscuit. So after going over those bets from last week, and I got the dub, 9-point win. Let's go over these next bets that we're going to be going over. Should we talk about the card before our bets or after our bets?
Up to you.
Let's talk about the card after our bets because we're going to be picking anyways. Like we're going to, we're picking through other sports anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Like so. We'll talk about the fights after this, and then we'll talk about the burgers. All right, so I deleted my bets from last week, deleted your bets from last week. Dave, do you have any idea what you're going to do this week?
I have a few.
Ooh.
I know what I like.
All right, well, we don't have a coin to flip. Do you want to just pick?
I don't care who goes first.
Okay.
I'm just assuming.
Do you want to just pick the bets then? I picked the bets last week.
Like 3 with parlays?
3 parlays? All right, so I'll go first then. 3 with parlays.
Yes.
So our rule set, guys, is we're doing 3 bets each, and we can do parlays active in this one. And parlays have their own bonus. Check the description for these bonus points on the parlays.
And
I mean, parlays with 2 bets is a 3 bonus points, and you're adding the other points to that.
If you're just now tuning in to our betting segment for the first time, when we say parlays are active, that means you can make 3 parlays, 1 parlay. There's no necessity. You're not required to.
You don't even have to make.
You don't have to. We're doing it. We just add that caveat so that
make it more fun.
And then the point system can be a little intimidating at first, so just refer to the description. Go back a few episodes, and you'll pick up on it in like 2 tries.
We can run through it real quick. If you miss a bet, you lose points. But me and this guy don't really like missing bets and losing points for it. So plus 200 or more, you don't lose any points, and we kind of stay over that for the most part. But if you do a plus 100 or more bet all the way up to 200, you lose 1 point. Minus 100 or less on a bet is you lose 2 points if you miss that bet. But correct bets, we got a 5-point system, so 1 point for minus 100, 2 points for plus 100, 3 points for plus 200, 4 points for plus 300, plus 400 is where we ended at 5 points. And then you just go over the parlay. You can refer to the parlay points at the bottom. Like a three bet parlay is a 5 points added to whatever points I just said on the normal ones. So let's go over that. I'm going to be looking at and we like to kind of look at different books because he gets different looks and I get different looks. I like DraftKings. It's easy to navigate, so I always hit that.
I'm on Barstool, but as of November 14th, it migrates to ESPN Bet.
Really? They're changing their stuff up?
Yeah, they sold. It was like when Barstool got sold back to Dave Portnoy. There was some terminology and agreements on the betting that was kind of ending, like the term date of the contract was ending. So I believe ESPN bought the rights to the sports book. So all of your information will migrate from Barstool to ESPN Bet.
I like it.
Which should be that's going to be the book that all UFC events are going to be referencing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's all ESPN plus material, so why wouldn't they reference any other book?
I like these.
So, you're going first.
I'm going first.
What you think?
So I actually already have a parlay lined up that I'm going to be picking up right here, right now.
Let her rip.
I'm going to be riding with my fighters this week.
Ooh.
I'm going to be happy to do it, and we're doing money lines, and we're going to be sitting tight for these guys right here. So I have a 3-bet parlay that I'm picking up at plus 504 for the 3-pick. And I'm picking up Mackenzie Dern money line at minus 205 over Jessica Andrade. I'm picking up Yuri Prohashka at plus 105. And I'm picking up Diego Lopez at minus 102, dude. Apply plus 504 bet. If you bet $5, you win 30. If you bet $10, you win 60. If you bet $100 on this bet, oops, I almost accidentally put 1,100. You win $604. So, do that with what you will. It's almost a favorite bet. Yuri Prohashka has not lost. He never lost his title. There's a little worry with his shoulder. We'll talk about that in a little bit, but I had to pick up Yuri and parlay him up at a plus 105 number, especially with a guy that got knocked out by a 185er in his last go. Well, not his last go, but you know what I mean. In his championship, he lost his title to a 185er knockout. I mean, granted, he was at 185 too, but this is a bigger guy that cut to that weight. And I think Yuri can knock him out. I think Yuri can give him different looks. But I do think Alex can knock him out too. That's the scary part. So I'm doing it a little risky at plus 504. That's why it's a 504, guys. I mean, let me write this down. Dave's going to go over what he's looking at. I'm doing an all UFC parlay right here. All my favorite fighters on the card. Diego Lopez getting it done at minus 102 for sure. That's a good line if you ask me for Diego Lopez. So hopefully nothing happens because he's taking on Pat Sabatini. Sabatini might lay and pray him, but I really think Diego Lopez can knock him out. So we'll see what happens, dude. That is my first bet, a plus 504. I'm going to write it down and we'll go over it later. Dave, what are you thinking?
I'm building a little football parlay, and I'm just looking for my third leg of the parlay that makes it what I like.
I like it. Did you see Mackenzie Dern's weigh-in?
I'm sure I had the same reaction as Joe Rogan when she weighs in. Just, you look at the ceiling.
Yeah, for real.
I
I can't wait for the Yuri fight too. Like I can't wait to talk about it too. Like that's a fight that I've been wanting to watch.
Yeah,
for a long time.
I'm enthusiastic to talk about this card, but that's coming next.
Coming next after this segment, guys. Again, I'm picking up Mackenzie Dern money line. I got Yuri Prohashka money line, and I have Diego Lopez. We're all parlaying that up for a plus 504, and I can't wait. Diego Lopez money line because I'm pretty confident on this for hitting. The only one I'm kind of skeptical on is Yuri Prohashka. Because we got Jessica Andrade on a skid right now, and
yeah, she's lost quite a few.
She's lost quite a few, man. Like it's not looking the hottest.
She's
for
like
her.
Tony Ferguson. They just feed her dogs.
And we've seen Mackenzie Dern lose, but her last bid, she looked dominant, and she's at minus 205 right now. Like how am I not going to pick that up? And this plus 504 is a 5-point plus 3, another 5-point. This is a 10-point play, no sweat bet on our point system. Again, if you bet $100 on this bet, you win $604.
Jesus Christ!
Like, come on, what are we doing? This three-person parlay. Why wouldn't you pick that up? But that's Rick G's first bet. Dave, what are you thinking? At least give me your first leg.
All right. The first two legs of the parlay are the San Francisco 49ers money line against Jacksonville, which is a risky bet. They're the favorites, but Jacksonville, if they show up, like, they have a better quarterback for sure.
What line is that?
Minus 170.
170. That is a little risky for Mr. Dave here.
This next one, also kind of risky. Again, the parlay's not done, though.
Yeah, you're
But
good.
second leg is Detroit Lions money line over the
Ooh.
Chargers. Chargers look discombobulated. Detroit looks really good. They're sitting at 6-2. There's not much takeaways from Detroit. They're like when they played a really, really good defense, they looked kind of but that was like once so far this season. So
I
I
like
think
it.
Detroit's on a little bit of a roll here. Excuse me.
I like it, dude. Well, what line is that at? Minus.
Minus 155.
These are good lines for Dave. Dave's gonna have a nice comeback for my plus 504 parlay.
I'm not trying to match that.
I know you're not trying to match it, but it's still gonna be like a good comeback punch, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like for these pickups. He has San Francisco 49ers money line minus 170, and then we got Detroit Lions up there sitting tight. Dave's looking at more football, if I'm assuming correctly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool. I'm gonna honestly do the same for this next bet. I'm gonna run over to NFL and pick up some props. I like some props in the NFL. Jeez, man, the Dallas Cowboys are sitting at minus 1350 on DraftKings. Wow. Money line.
I got a
That's
risky
ridiculous.
bet now.
What?
I didn't try to match you, but I ended up matching you kind of. So
Okay.
the same two legs applied. Those have not changed. But add Cleveland Browns money line over the Baltimore Ravens. Division matchup. Cleveland has a really good defense. Baltimore is one of the best, probably the best offense in terms of numbers right now. Numbers don't say everything, but they're averaging a lot of yards a game, so it's going to be hard for Cleveland to keep up. But they're the underdogs. So Cleveland is plus 230. If you flip that same parlay and exchange Cleveland for Baltimore, the difference in the end of the parlay is quite dramatic. So this three-leg parlay
Plus
is
230.
yeah, this three-leg parlay is a plus 762.
Whoa! Dave said he wasn't trying to match. He went over that shit. You're crazy. Plus
Well-
762 parlay. That is a... Oh, man. I
Now-
mean, you're matching up at 10 points.
Now hear me out.
It's a 10-point play.
If you remove Cleveland Browns and then replace them with Baltimore in the same parlay, the parlay becomes plus 255. So that's a more conservative parlay, and it's still like a no sweat bet. However, I genuinely think that Cleveland can and should win that game.
Dave says he wasn't trying to match the 10-point parlay that I threw up, a plus 504. Dave went in on a plus 762. If you bet $100 on a plus 762, you win $862. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was a little aggressive, I'll say.
That's an aggressive play, but, you know, Dave has never faltered. Dave's sitting at a lifetime points of 42.
I think I have 2 weeks that I haven't scored any bets.
I think you're 2 in a row, 2 in the gutter, yeah.
No, I'm saying like 2 total. That like I won a bet last week.
Oh,
because we
did you win?
tied.
You did. Yeah, you
We
did win
tied.
one. Yeah,
So-
but 2 losses on the week.
But what I mean like is I haven't gone a week without winning a single bet, but like twice.
And we had that break there for a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I did pick up one leg. I'm still sticking with the NFL for right now, but I'm gonna kind of go over. So Dave picking up a dang plus 762. Wow, San Fran money line, Detroit Lions money line, Browns money line. That's the big maker right there. Plus 230 on Mr. Dave's bet. What should I do? I had a nice prop going, but I had to delete it to actually get my other one.
Yo, before you cite in on something, I want to talk
ahead.
about how last week we were talking about Deryk Lewis versus Almeida not going the distance was like.
Almeida couldn't do anything on the ground other than sit on
But
him.
what I'm saying is that the bet that wouldn't go the distance was like a minus 10,000, and it went the fucking distance. If you would have thrown like it was probably like plus 7,000 to go the distance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real.
Like, I just wanted to point out that that's crazy that happened.
It is. It is. It is. I don't know what other prop to play. I kind of don't like these games that much. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the Bengals are sitting pretty high, minus 278. That's not terrible, but
They're going against Houston.
yeah.
Houston.
They
did
kinda
you
went
see-
off,
did
bro.
You see, dude, I had Dalton.
5 touchdowns.
I had
and
Dalton
shit?
Schultz on my team, bro, on fucking fantasy.
Damn.
I went off with him. Yeah, Houston.
Who's
Like,
their quarterback right now?
CJ
What's his name?
Stroud.
Stroud went off,
He
bro.
looked good.
Didn't he get like fucking 600 yards or something?
470.
Okay.
That's a rookie record.
Damn, that's impressive.
Yeah, it's the record. 5 touchdowns, 470 yards.
I really don't want to bet against the Bills either. Like,
Who they
or bet against the Broncos. They're playing the Bills. Sorry, I fucked that up. I kind of want to pick. Here, I'm gonna go back to fights. So right now I have one leg, and it's Dak Prescott over 1.5 touchdowns, minus 160. I want to pick something else. I was gonna do. I don't know, man. Let's go to NBA. Check it out.
Haha.
Check out the NBA. Add a little prop in there. Maybe we'll ride a Luka prop. Let's see. He's going against the Clippers, so he's gonna have to come hot. Is Luka hurt? He ain't hurt, huh?
Not that I'm aware of.
All right, good. All right, good. Over 28.5 is a minus 120 for Mr. Luka on DraftKings. You don't fuck with DraftKings that much, huh?
I've just never used it.
You
I have
don't
nothing
fuck with
bad to say about it. I've just never used it.
All right, so I added a leg of Luka, plus 25 points, minus 285. Now we're going to go back to UFC again. I like doing these multi-sport props. They're just fun to watch, like, go down. Like,
The
when
odds
I'm
are
watching,
crazy sometimes.
They are very crazy sometimes, especially if you can call, like a round. They call what round is going when.
Yeah, I won 1 week because I predicted Max Holloway would win via TKO in like the 3rd round or whatever when he fought the Korean Zombie, and then that happened.
All right, we're doing it. Right now, I have a 3-pick parlay again. We're doing a plus 319 3-pick parlay.
Ooh.
We have over 1.5 touchdowns for passing on Dak Prescott. I mean, there's not much to say about the Cowboys sitting at minus 1350. I think Dak can get 2 touchdowns done.
Depends on who shows up, Dak or Dakota.
Yeah, I
Better hope Dakota doesn't show up. And you get Dak that day.
you're scaring me.
I'm just being funny.
I hate you, bruh. All right, we're going to ride with Dak Prescott. Then we're going to pick up Luka Doncic plus 25 points. That's a minus 285. Then we're picking up big Tommy Aspinall. Tom Aspinall at a minus 110 money line, plus 319 on the parlay. If you bet $100 on this bet, you win $419. If you bet 10, you win $41.90. That's nice. I'm picking that up. And let me write that down, and then I'm going to go over the points. Dave, what sport are you looking at right now?
I have a
Curious.
few straight up bets that I can make.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like, are you doing risky shit, or are you kind of staying?
They're risky. But they're not like, oh my god, risky. They're like no sweat bet risky.
I like it. I like your style. So we got over 1.5 Dak Prescott. We have 25 plus points on Mr. Luka Doncic.
Lucha. Imagine if it was Lucha Doncic.
Lucha Doncic. And then we got Tom Aspinall money line. I think that's a good bet. I'm very scared for him. Don't get me wrong, but I want Tom to win. I think he has more tools to win too, and he's sitting at a minus 110. It's a good line for him to get a knockout win. I mean, both of these guys have never been. So both of their cage time combined on all of their fights in the UFC is only 27 minutes or something. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, their average fight time for each of them is like 1 round.
They get out the round, yeah, the first round. So that, and here I should write down the actual numbers of the. So minus 160 Dak, Luka minus 285. Wish I wrote these down earlier, and minus 110 Tom.
Mm-hmm.
This parlay plus 319. I'm pretty sure this is 8 points. Let me go over it again. Gotta write all this down. 4 points plus 5 points. 9-point play. Coming in, dude. I'm coming in hot, bro. I'm doing the risky shits. I don't give a fuck. I might go a little less risky on this next parlay. Or just straight up bet. I really don't know what I want to do. All right.
I'm ready.
You are ready for your next bet. So I have 2 bets in, one 10-point parlay and one 9-point parlay. Dave already has one 10-point parlay to match mine. So let's see what he has next lined up.
So this is 2 underdogs, but slim underdogs.
Ooh.
2 different sports, 2 legs. So I'm not done riding with my squad, and I'm going to bet on them till the cows come home, bruh. I'm betting Moneyline Mizzou over Tennessee.
Oh,
They're
Really? Wow. Missouri money line. What is that line?
plus 120. Like I said,
Okay.
slim underdogs. They're not like, oh my god, your hair's blown back.
Mm-hmm.
So you got plus 120 Mizzou over Tennessee. That's a huge game because Mizzou has only lost to Georgia for the sake of like the SEC, and I believe Tennessee has lost to Alabama, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Regardless, very important game. Should be huge. Can't wait to see that. Second bet, and this may be a leg from yours earlier, or it might not. So if it is, so be it. But we're riding with Yuri, dog, money line.
Woo! Yuri Prohashka.
Plus 105.
I like it.
So when you combine
Plus
these two,
105.
you got a plus 120 Mizzou money line, a plus 105 Yuri Prohaska.
I'm gonna be riding for Mizzou to lose, bro. I need Missouri to lose because if Yuri wins like he's going to, I'm gonna be happy as shit no matter what. Because you're matching my Yuri bet. That's very smart.
So plus 351 is the parlay.
I like it. Parlay, 2-leg parlay. He got 4 points for having it plus 300 or more, and now he has 2 legs. That's another 3 bonus points. That's a 7-point parlay for Mr. Dave. Only 2 legs. That's very scary.
Yeah,
it's very scary.
Risky. Both are underdogs, but like
okay.
Slim underdogs at the time of this recording. All subject to change.
It's not only scary for you, it's scary for me because you only need 2 legs to win this up.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them I really want to win. So, shit. That Dave kind of put me in a predicament. I think I'm going to do what I like his. I did it last week, so I matched one of his bets on his parlay last week. He did it this week. I think I might do it again because I'm going to be picking up San Francisco 49ers money line for my first leg. We're going to be riding with the 49ers. We both lose if they lose. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Money line. I'm going to ride off of your... Well, I guess I can't. Let's see what DraftKings says. Go to the NFL. Think 49ers are going to do it, dude? I don't know. You said it's kind of risky.
They're going against Jacksonville, which has a better quarterback, but logically, Jacksonville should not win that game. 49ers have so much talent.
Honestly, the line that it gave me on this bet, I might change this to something different. Let me see. I might get rid of this 49ers pick. Let's see. Hold on. Ooh, what is Dave's other one? Yeah, fuck you, Dave. He laughs. He's like, fuck you. Where they at? Yeah. We're doing it. Yeah, we're doing it. I like it. All right, so we're replacing the San Francisco 49ers moneyline bet that I just said I was going to pick up to match Dave, and we're replacing it with his other one. Detroit Lions moneyline. I like it. So if his moneyline, or if his leg wins, my leg wins. We're doing this sneaky rivalry thing we're doing right now because we're picking up the same leg. It's minus 148 on my book, so we're picking that up on that, and then we're picking up Tabitha Ritchie, or Ricci, or whatever you want to call her. We're just picking her up money line. I think she's gonna win over Lupita Godinez, and she's a great line. Plus 150 for Tabitha Ritchie. I'm just gonna leave this as a 2-leg plus 318 parlay. Let's go, Tabitha. I'm gonna be screaming. I hope Loopy doesn't pick up another win because she's coming off of a win. I don't really know both of these women that well. I know Richie. I watched her fight a lot, but Loopy is coming off, I think, 2 wins. To be honest, I really don't know. 2-leg parlay. We're picking up a plus 318. I'm matching his 2-leg with my 2-leg, and not only that, I'm matching one of his bets like he's matching mine. And that is sitting at, let me see how many points that is. 4 points plus, 3 points. Another 7-point parlay play. That's the end of my bets. Let's go over Dave's picks. Dave is picking something. I already know he has something brewing up for my ass because I'm matching on him. So, again, going over it one more time. I'm picking up Detroit Lions money line minus 148, and then Tabitha Ritchie money line plus 150, a plus 318 parlay for 7 points. We're doing some risky plays, dude. No one's going under plus 300 this week on this side of the fence. I think you are, though. Wait, no, you haven't touched up under. You actually have more risky bets than me.
Yep.
On both first bets. Wow. I'm liking these bets though, dude. I got Luca in there, Dak, Tom Aspinall, Diego Lopez, Yeri, Mackenzie Dern, Detroit Lions, Tabitha Ritchie. I'm pretty confident. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna really probably bet some money on this Tabitha Ritchie Detroit Lions parlay. I like it. I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
I probably shouldn't be spending my money, but
I got a good one.
what?
2 bets.
2
bets.
Another 2-bet parlay.
Mm-hmm.
Dave's coming hot. What are we thinking, Mr. Dave?
Christian McCaffrey anytime touchdown.
Ooh, okay.
You don't know why I'm betting that?
McCaffrey anytime. What?
He scored a touchdown in 17 consecutive games.
Holy.
That's like a record or
shit.
some shit. So he be scoring.
What line is that?
Minus 200.
Holy shit. Nice. I like the leg. What else are you thinking?
Chris Olave anytime touchdown.
Wow. 2 anytime touchdowns.
And that one's a plus 200.
Oh, hold on. Olave. I had to freaking. Oops. Autocorrect really fucked everything up with Olave, huh? Olave anytime. TD. What is it? Minus?
No, that's a plus 200.
Wow. Plus 200. All right. Do you have another leg?
Nope.
All right. What is that parlay, sir?
Plus 350.
Wow. Dave is sitting
They're
hot
risky
for
though.
these.
They're risky.
They're risky, but they're pretty good for 2 legs. That's another 7-point play for Mr. Dave. Dave is going on these lucky 7s right here. And I like it. So let's go over our bets for this Battle Bets segment. Hit that Battle Bets for me one more time, Mr. Deryk.
It's time for Battle Bets.
And it's always going to be time for Battle Bets, okay? That's what we do here. So, Dave just ended his bets. Dave picked up San Francisco 49ers money line, Detroit Lions money line, Browns money line, parlayed up for a plus 762 10-point play.
Browns are really going to be the epitome of that one, I would
It's going to be the moneymaker for sure.
I assume.
Missouri money line, Yuri Prohashka money line, parlayed up for a plus 351, Dave. 7-point play.
Yep.
McCaffrey anytime touchdown, Olave anytime touchdown, plus 350 parlay for 7 points. Dave has a nice week, 24 freaking points on the damn bracket. If he wins all these bets, dude's a legend.
Mm-hmm.
All right, going on to my 3 bets. This is Battle Bets, and we got Mackenzie Dern money line, Yuri Prohashka money line, Diego Lopez money line, plus 504 parlay. 10 points on the fucking board. Let's go. Over 1.5 touchdowns, Dak Prescott, plus 25 points, Luka Doncic, and then we got Tommy Aspinall parlayed up, plus 319 parlay, 9-point play. I'm loving it. We both have plus 300s this week. I like it. 2 of them. Then I'm picking up a 2-leg parlay, Detroit Lions money line, Tabitha Ritchie money line. You might want to put your eye on this one because this will make you some money at plus 318, 7-point play on our point board. If you want to see the description for our points, check it out. But, I mean, we're sitting stacked. I'm sitting at a, 26-point week, 24-point week. If I hit all my bets and Dave hits all my bets, your boy's picking up the dub no matter what. But Dave has a little bit less risky. Well, I don't know. Maybe not, bro. I actually have the less risky bets if you look at the money lines. Or not the money lines, but the lines. I like this bet. I like this week of bets, dude. We picked up some good bets. That's been Battle Bets for this week. Let's talk about the actual card we're betting on, though. The fights. If we want to talk football, we can. But my favorite bet is the Tabitha Ritchie Detroit money line parlay that I got going.
True.
What's your favorite of yours you picked?
I don't know.
Last one, maybe?
I mean, I don't know if I necessarily
Mizzou?
have
Maybe
a
Mizzou
favorite.
up.
I guess Mizzou because I want
Mizzou
to
and
win.
Yuri. Yeah, that'd be big.
That's all once.
Yeah.
But the Chiefs are on a bye week this week. We beat Miami last week, so we're chilling. That was such a fun game to watch, even though we didn't score in like the second half. Didn't matter. Like we fucked them up.
I'm still fucking up, bro. I haven't watched no football.
That's damn. I stay watching football, bro.
I know, bro. I need to get on it. I'm already fucking up for a long time. But I'm always busy though. That's the fucked up part. Like, especially Sundays and shit. Like, I'm always fucking doing something. So.
Tell me how.
But we're gonna fix that. I'm gonna watch some football.
Tell me how even when Tyreek's not on the Chiefs, he's still helping us score touchdowns.
I seen that.
And it's like poetic.
Fucked up.
That play was legitimately
He fucked
poetic.
up.
So,
He wanted to beat you guys so bad too.
So we traded him, and
He wanted it so
we
bad.
traded Tyreek and got a bunch of draft picks for it, as everyone well knows. 2 of the draft picks we acquired from that deal ended up getting being Trent McDuffie, who we drafted in the first round, and then safety Brian Cook. I believe that's his first name. And
Who's the highest scorer in your league?
uh,
Josh wanted me to ask. He said, yeah, look, he said, ask Dave who the highest scorer in our league is again. This motherfucker flexing on you in our chat, Dave. What do you have to say?
I mean, who has the most ships?
Ooh, Dave. I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. Dave shit in the bed this league, but it's okay because this motherfucker's the front runner of the goddamn chip.
I've taken the most money in my league, so that's all I gotta say.
Oh, got him.
But nah,
Continue. Sorry.
no, you're
Chiefs.
good. The Miami game was poetic though because Tyreek, they throw like a bubble screen to him, like behind the line of scrimmage, and then
Everybody loves bubbles.
Trent McDuffie comes roaring in, tackles him. When he tackles him, he strips the ball out, and so he strips the ball, and then I'm not quite sure who picked it up. I think it was like Edwards or some shit, but whoever picked it up then laterals it to Brian Cook, and then Cook runs it in for a touchdown. Like 2 draft picks that we acquired for trading Tyreek, stripped and then scored against Tyreek. You can't write that. That's like poetry.
Yeah.
So absolutely love to see it.
Poor Tyreek.
I'm still a huge Tyreek fan. Don't
Yeah,
get me wrong.
I
I
mean,
love Tyreek. Love
facts.
Tyreek. He's the best receiver the Chiefs have ever had.
I bet on him for anytime touchdown, and he didn't get it. But, you know, whatever. I like our bets this week. I'm actually really excited to watch who wins this next week of Battle Bets. I hope I do, because then I'll be at 4-6, dude, coming back to Dave. Oh, Dave, you fucking piece of shit. I can't wait, dude. Good sports week, though. I think we have bare knuckle this week. I've seen the face-off of Mike Perry and Eddie Alvarez, bro. I can't wait for that fight in December. That's coming up. But we have UFC 295 this week. Actually, let me pull out the iPad again because I want to go over this card.
It's at Madison Square Garden. So this was supposed to be Jones versus Stipe.
Yep.
But Jones tore like a muscle in his chest or some shit and is sidelined.
We're going to go over this whole main card, too.
We're also going to have a little...
Maybe the prelims.
We'll also have a quick moment at the end of this card talking about the main event. Like, what does this entail for the UFC? Because we kind of have a little bit of a dilemma in the fact that Jones is probably realistically not going to be able to train for like 6 to 8 months.
It's bad.
Which means if he can't train and you have to add a 12-week camp on the end of that, that's 3 months. That means he is a minimum of 11 months away, assuming he goes straight into camp, you know, which won't happen. He'll have to get into shape. He'll have to rehab, get into shape, and then have a camp. So Jones is realistically a year away. If he's a year away, what the hell are they going to do? Like, make the winner of the heavyweight interim belt, like, defend it multiple times like Tony Ferguson did? You know? Like, no one wants to see that. Robert Whittaker was kind of in the same boat. And then they had the whole Michael Bisping thing. Like, what is the UFC thinking? Like, this is a clear reminder that belts don't matter.
Yeah.
So.
Facts. Biggest of facts. Let's get some honorable mentions in the prelims. Shout out Jared Gordon, Mark Madsen.
Mm-hmm.
John Castaneda's in there. That's cool. We got Nazim Sadukov. That guy's a savage against Borashev. That guy's a savage too. Roosevelt Roberts back in the UFC fighting Mateusz Rebecki. Then we got Tabitha Ritchie versus Lupita Godinez. I think Ritchie's got this, bro. I hope she does. Who else we got for main card? Let's talk about it. Diego Lopez, Pat Sabatini starting it out. We got Diego Lopez at 22-6, looking good. Matt Frivola, I'm excited to see him. Yeah, I'm excited to see him fight again. Benoit Saint Denis, that guy is a savage. That's why I didn't want to bet on that fight at all. I don't think it's going to go the distance, but it might because Benoit Saint Denis, like if he's just getting pieced up by Matt Frivola the whole time, he has a really nice chin, so I think he can last all 3 rounds. Even if he's losing.
That should be a barn burner. That might be a fan
should be a first round finish, really.
Matt,
I hope.
Steamroller starts out fast, so that could be a fight of the night for sure.
After that, Mackenzie Dern back against Jessica Andrade. Jessica Andrade on a fucking skid, dude. Skid and a half. I love Mackenzie. That's why I'm riding with her for the bets. And yeah,
she's going through a divorce right now,
and
like custody battle with her kiddo. She's gonna fight like a woman on a mission, bro. Ain't no one stopping her.
She needs that bread, bro.
Mackenzie Dern finna clap those Andrade.
Now the real fights to really talk about: Sergey Pavlovich taking on Tom Aspinall, filling in for John Jones and Stipe Miocic.
Has to be noted, Sergey was the step-in fighter.
And he's been training for it.
So he's had a camp. He's at a legit camp. He's been training to either fight Jones or Stipe because they assumed this is what would happen.
Fuck, and I have Tom Aspinall on my goddamn bet.
Stipe did not accept the interim fight for some reason, which I kind of get. excuse me.
He wants to fight Jones.
I think Stipe and Jones were going to retire mutually after that fight.
And I think they were.
Both of them. And they both wanted to do it because Stipe is the winningest heavyweight champ. Jones is the GOAT.
Greatest ever.
Winner of that's the baddest man on the planet. Whatever. So that's not happening. So because of that, they had to...
I hope they fight.
They had to cue in someone else to fight Sergey for the main for the card's sake, and they went with Aspinall. Aspinall had a 2-week camp, which really equivalates to weight cut. It's all he's probably been doing is cardio. So we have Sergey on one hand, full camp, prepared to fight on that date. Nothing crazy. Was going to weigh in on the same date no matter what. And then you have Aspinall, who hopped off the couch, flew across the world, and is fighting for an interim belt. So the way I see it, the winner of this shouldn't be getting an interim belt. Give him the real belt. Vacate the title, because when Jones comes back, he doesn't need the title to do pay-per-view points or whatever you want to do. That's a main event fight no matter what. John Jones is not fighting on a non-main event. You know what I'm saying? So we don't got to pretend that isn't the case. And, like, when? Who knows? Does Jones ever fight again? Does Stipe ever fight again? It's possible they don't, bro.
I honestly, why would Stipe fight again? There's no point for him to fight again.
Stipe doesn't...
He has a full-time job as a firefighter.
He doesn't need money. He's very financially comfortable.
Fuck yeah, bro. Dude's probably bred it up.
I think Stipe only wanted the Jones fight because that's the big breadwinner. Even though you're probably not going to get the most, it's still a big deal. And then that's it. Like, he has nothing to prove. Win, lose, or draw in that fight, he's not trying to defend said belt. He just wanted to go out on one last hurrah. I think he earned it with as much blood, sweat, and tears as he's put in that octagon. But he is coming off a loss to Ngannou. We haven't seen him since then. That was like how many years ago? Like at least 2? Minimum of 2? So it's tough, but dare I say it, I think we got a more entertaining fight on our hands. Because Jones versus Stipe was going to probably be like Jones being long, doing his like oblique kick, Stipe probably rushing in for takedowns, Jones shrugging him off. That was probably not going to be a barn burner. Sergey comes in every fight with the mentality, he's like, I'm a can opener, and the guy across the cage is the can. That's where we're at. I'm going to take his head off.
Yeah.
And he's done that successfully. Like, no heavyweight wants to fight him.
No.
But, let me flip the coin. He's a blitzkrieg, like... Fucking like he's just gonna.
He's fucking scary.
Yeah,
bro.
He's just terrifying. He's not the most technically sound guy, but he's absolutely terrifying.
He's not. But the thing is he replaces the technical aspect with speed and power.
Yeah, and
it's fucking scary, bro. He's so fast.
When a man who cuts weight to weigh 265 pounds is throwing haymakers at you, you can't just absorb those on the arm and keep going. That's not how this works.
Especially on a shorter camp.
This is not how this works.
Yeah,
but. If we're talking in the entire heavyweight division, who do I think is the most polished at every single facet of fighting? His name's Tom Aspinall. It's not even close. Like, everyone knows Cyril Gane's a great kickboxer, has the worst ground game in the history of, like, championship fighting that I've ever seen. Not even exaggerating. Worst ground game I've seen in championship fighting. So, like, you know what I mean? Like, look at the levels to this. And, like, we've just been knowing that Tom Aspinall is this freak when it comes to his ground game. And he's just been knocking fools out left and right. It was like when Frank Mir fell in love with his hands and realized, oh, I weigh 265 as well. Let me punch you. See what it does to you. So I think Tom Aspinall has the sharper tool belt. He has way more opportunities to win this fight as far as what he's capable of. Will Sergey allow him to implement? Because if Sergey comes across that ring with his blitzkrieg, there's not like a traditional like double leg that just stops that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you get clipped, it's over. It's absolutely over. He's going to have to use a lot of distance strikes, probably try to clinch him if he can manage to get a hold of him without getting punched. Like, I don't think anyone walks out of that fight looking good. I think the winner of that fight is going to have to walk through fire, no matter who it is.
Facts.
Wanted to be Tom Aspinall, real bad, but Sergey, like, I love what he represents.
Making me scared for my bet on battle bets, bro. Come on, dog.
Watch what Sergey does. Like, he just
Scary,
walks
bro.
across the cage and he's just like...
I don't want that to happen to Tom,
rock
bro.
him, sock him,
Tom
robots people.
He just has more tools. That's what...
That's exactly it. He's way more polished in every
but
fashion.
He hasn't gotten the training just like
name
you
it
said.
like if you can name a better grappler than Tom Aspinall at heavyweight, I bet you they don't punch as hard or as clean or as technically sound.
Curtis Blades probably a better wrestler.
But he's not a better striker.
Not a better striker.
And if you name a better striker in the heavyweight division like a Cyril Gane, he for damn sure is not a competent grappler.
I'm gonna say Stipe's better on the ground than Tom too.
Yeah, but I think Tom's a
He's,
better.
on his way out.
I think
Stipe's on
Tom
his
is
way
a
out.
better striker than Stipe.
And then quick segue. So I'm starting to make the polls for our burger tournament.
Mhm.
It's Steak and Shake, right? That's the name. All right, just making sure.
Steak in shake.
Steak N. There's an N.
Yeah, it's like steak in. Maybe there's an apostrophe.
Okay, I'm putting them against Shake Shack.
They're two different things. I love them all.
Yeah, and then I'm just starting the polls is why. All right, back to the fights though.
But yeah,
It's a good fight, dude. 13-3 Tom Aspinall, 18-1 Sergey.
This is gonna be
He has more experience.
It's gonna be a great fight. I think this will be
the tail of the tape.
This will be a more entertaining bout, like I said, than the Jones-Stipe fight.
They're almost identical a little bit. Sergey Pavlovich sitting at 31, 6'2", 257, 84-inch reach. Holy shit. Tom Aspinall's reach is 78.
John Jones has a 84.5.
Wow, I did not know Pavlovich is an 84-inch reach. I wish I would have looked at this before my bet.
Yeah, that's like the longest. That we'll see if it matters.
We'll see if it matters.
Again, I want Tom to win. Don't get me wrong. I want
Tom
to
is 256 pounds, same as Sergey. 78-inch reach, 6'4", and 30. I mean, we're identical almost, other than reach.
When they did the stare down, they're almost the exact same size. It's just Sergey is just like a thicker human being.
Tom's lost 2 more times than him.
One of his losses was his knee.
Yeah. It was.
In the very beginning of the fight. It wasn't anyone's fault.
Let's move on to Alex and Yuri, though, huh?
So this is a great fight.
I can't wait.
We gotta say that belt, since John Jones relinquished the light heavyweight belt or whatever the case has been cursed. It has been cursed. For example, no one has held it very consecutively. Like Jan had it for like 1 or 2 fights, and then Jan lost it to Glover. And then Glover lost it to Yuri. And then Glover ended up fighting Jamal Hill and lost that. And then Jamal Hill was the champ. And then, because Yuri got hurt. And then Jamal Hill got hurt. And then they did Ankalaev versus fucking Jan for the belt. And it came out to a draw. So no one got the belt. And Dana White straight up said, Dana White's like, we're not even rematching that. So this belt has just been floating. For a minute. It's a cursed belt. Like, and shout out Glover.
Yuri's about to take it.
Yeah, I want Yuri to take it back. I really want Yuri to take it back, because if not,
Me too, dude.
Alex,
he never lost.
Alex Pereira is a great fighter, wonderful champ. I absolutely applaud him in the cage.
It's just Yuri's 29 and fucking 3, bro, and Alex is 8-2.
Yeah, and Yuri's beaten a who's who if you go on his resume. Like if you look up
his trainer,
the light heavyweight champ of Bellator, Vadim Nemkov, Yuri beat him in Ryzen. So like Yuri's beaten a who's who in and out of the UFC. Yuri never lost his belt. Yuri versus Glover is one of the greatest fights ever.
It is.
Literally ever.
This fight is crazy.
So
I can't wait.
It's must see. Yuri is a must see fighter. He has a true warrior spirit. He said that he went days in the dark, no food or water, to focus.
Mm-hmm. He didn't do this camp, but he wanted to really bad this camp.
Dude,
but he couldn't get it done, so he's doing it after camp.
Yuri is an absolute scary human being.
He does that every time, he's in fight camp.
He's from the Czech Republic, I believe.
I kind of want to try that, but I ain't got the time for that.
Fuck no, I don't want to try that.
I want to try it just to fucking change my mindset.
I'm riding for Yuri all the way. Don't get me wrong. If Alex wins, I'm going to be enthusiastic as him as champ, because that means we're getting new matchups.
Let's talk about that darkness thing just a little bit too. So what Yuri does is he talked about it recently.
It's like a meditative thing.
It's a meditative thing. So what you do is you're stuck in one room for 7 days in complete darkness. No phones, nothing. Just yourself. No music, nothing. Literally nothing. You're just in a dark room for fucking 7 days, and somebody comes and feeds you once a day. And you only eat that much because you don't need that much energy when you're just kind of fucking sitting there meditating. So they say it's really good for your mental shit. You go through mental shit. It's very meditative. So I would assume it's almost psychedelic at that point.
It's got to be something
something like that. I would like to try it, but I do not have the time for that shit.
I don't have a week to just be
fuck no, I don't.
Electively be in the dark.
I need money. So one day I will do that, but that's when we make it. So it's really cool, though. He does that every camp. It's something that not all fighters do.
It's very weird.
Do I say it's something that can one-up somebody? I don't know. If
I think it's a mental
edge over somebody.
I mean, it's a mental sharpness, but no amount of meditation is going to strengthen your jaw, bro.
No amount of meditation is going to take over a week of training, too. So maybe it's good that he's doing it after camp, if you ask me.
It's yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like if you're
He's
doing
also,
that while
but
you're
this is him coming off
doing
of his,
it before camp, you could be training.
This is Yuri coming off of his shoulder
Maybe
injury.
he's shadow boxing in the dark though. You know how crazy that'd be? He's all literally fighting the demons.
Something.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, but what were you saying? I kind of cut you off.
Oh no, you're good. I was just saying like Yuri. This is his first fight coming off his injury, so this is the first time we're gonna see.
That's what's scary, bro.
What that's looking like,
and he's fighting a fucking dog, Alex Fajeda. Even though he has an 8-2 record in MMA, bro.
Look at
Dude
his
is
kickboxing
fucking
MMA.
scary, bro. Yeah, he's like he literally got inducted into Glory Hall of Fame.
Yeah, his kickboxing record's like a lot and very few.
Yeah,
losses.
there's only like 3 people in the Hall of Fame, and he's one of them. What a beast, Alex Fajeda. If he does it, I won't be like that surprised because like he can knock out anybody. He's so technical and fucking has power in his hands. Dude has the fucking Zeus's lightning bolt in his fists.
But the thing that you got to worry about when it comes to Pereira is if like when Izzy put him down at 185 and like not quoting the strength of Izzy as it compares to other fighters, just saying a 185er put him to sleep, a 205er for damn sure could. The thing that's scary is Yuri will eat one to give one.
That's the scary part.
And if he does what Sean Strickland did, he's gonna get woken up.
Yes.
But if he goes in like very because he's fighting the same fight camp. Glover and Pereira are training partners. So like if like Pereira were to win this, he would be taking the belt back to the gym or whatever. But like that being considered, they've like Yuri has a vague blueprint. Granted, he and Glover don't fight the exact same. Glover doesn't have the snap that
completely
he does.
Different for sure.
But
yeah.
they know what Yuri's capable of, and they're gonna placate to that.
They are. I mean, if there's one man that's going to help you train for Yuri Prohashka, it's Glover Teixeira.
Yeah.
He had his best fight with him. And do I see Alex Fajeda technically, you're supposed to say Pereira, but who cares? Will Alex take him down? I don't think so. And Yuri, I can see Yuri taking his ass down, dude.
For sure. The thing that's scary, though, is Yuri has to be, like...
You better be cautious.
If you look up the early LFA bouts from Alex, he was throwing flying knees, and that's how he was knocking fools out. Flying knees.
And I've seen Yuri get knocked out before in an older promotion.
Yeah, he got face planted.
He got face planted by that dude.
But he really hasn't had a...
But honestly, he was leading with his chin. He looked very amateur, so it was, that's another story. But
we'll see. If Yuri comes with a game plan, I don't think he can lose.
29-3, you have to come with a game plan.
But if he comes in, like, I don't know what his fighting style is going to be, because if you think about it fundamentally, it's a vacant belt, but you got to beat the champ to be the champ. Yeah. So Yuri has the back pocket know-how of saying, like, granted,
Pereira he's more flashy and unconventional.
Pereira was a middleweight champ, so it's not like Pereira doesn't know what it takes to become a champion in the UFC, but he can confidently say, like, Yuri knows going into this fight he has to get outclassed if it's a decision to lose his belt.
I think Yuri mentally is a little bit more scary too, like just mental. Like I think he has like a scarier switch as opposed to Alex.
Do you remember when
like Alex has a different sense of humor? Like he's funny, kind of. You know.
Do you remember
what I mean?
when Jamal Hill won the belt, and then Yuri uploaded that video where he's just sitting there in the snow? And
yes,
he
bro,
gets up
so
and
funny,
and he's just like, "I'm coming." Like,
yeah. I don't ever see Alex doing that.
And then Jamal Hill like responded in the snow, and he's just like looking around.
Yeah, that's so funny, bro.
Yeah, but I mean,
Alex has a better sense of humor than Yuri, but Yuri's just like a Viking, bro. Like,
if I have the know-how, like I'm not an MMA marketer or promoter, but if I could cherry pick the way this goes, I would say Yuri wins, and then we set up the eventual Yuri Jamal Hill bout, and like that will be huge because this, if you think about it, that'll be the first time. Basically, like now, technically not, but that'll be the first time you have a true set of new faces who are participating for that light heavyweight belt. Because if you think about it, it's been after Jones, we had the DC era, and after it was like DC, Gustafsson, Oostemir, Rumble, like all these guys who challenged for the belt never really had it. The belt then went to Jan, and then after Jan, you know what I'm saying? Like these haven't been. Like, the light heavyweight division has always been plagued by, like, a back burner of fighters that are always regurgitated because it's not the deepest division. Most of the dudes who are hovering around that just fight heavyweight. Like, why wouldn't they? So, for the first time, we have Yuri, who wasn't a, like, name completely brought up through the UFC. He had his own career outside of the UFC.
A very well-established career.
And then you have Jamal Hill, who is a Contender Series alumni. First Contender Series alumni to win a belt. Now there's 2 when you count Sugar Sean. But, like, there's 2 different walks of life. They're 2 not back burner faces. Glover fought John Jones and lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a regurgitated name. They couldn't give us new names
He
at
got
205.
dominated in that fight too.
Like Dominic Reyes was a new name at 205. Anthony Smith, when he went up from 185, became a new name at 205. Like, we've had some slight new names, but 205 has just been kind of like the land of the dinosaurs. I mean, 40-plus-year-old Glover was our goddamn champion, and he deserved it because he earned it. But if you think about it in retrospect, that could have been a moment in time where maybe the UFC didn't have the best 205er in the world. Now, Yuri versus Ferreira, yeah, that's the best 205er in the world. That's the best 205er in the world.
For sure.
So,
And Jamal Hill's knocking on that door waiting for him, and he's in that trifecta.
The thing that I love about the way that these three fights play out differently, or these combinations play out differently, we're going to have the Yuri versus Pereira, where you're going to have sharp striking versus reckless striking, and we're going to see who wins. And then when you get the reason why I want Jamal Hill versus Yuri is because both of them are reckless. But Jamal Hill doesn't get hit much. He's so fast.
I think he's the best defensively out of all three.
Oh, for sure.
Easily.
He's the best
Easily.
at not receiving damage.
Might have the best wrestling out of all three too.
But to see him,
be honest,
versus
Jamal's
Yuri will be I think that'll be the
That's
best.
the best fight for sure.
As a
after
fan,
this fight.
that's what we deserve. But if it ends up being Jamal Hill versus Pereira, take my
I think
Jamal
Jamal
again.
takes that fight
Because Jamal will take his ass down
and
just beat the
ground
shit
and
out of
pound.
him. It's not even gonna be close.
Because my thing is, I do think Yuri's gonna win. Why? Because one, Israel beat him. Now this is a different fighter. Do not get me wrong, but I do want to compare their striking in a conventional type spectrum. Like, they're both, Yuri and Israel are very different unorthodox strikers.
Well, yeah.
And Alex has a hard time with unorthodox strikers.
Well,
he does.
Israel is a traditional.
Well, that could be wrong because he knocked out Sean Strickland, and Sean Strickland's super unorthodox. So actually,
well, I mean, that's
I might be
you're
wrong
playing
with that
rock
stance.
paper scissors at that point.
Yeah, you're
but
right.
You're right. I was gonna say, Israel is a counter striker, and he likes to wait.
Yeah, I
for you
guess
to
Yuri's not really counter.
Yuri is the exact opposite.
Yeah,
He's
you're
the-
right. You're right.
He is,
You're right.
He will make.
He's good at countering, but that's not his
He
MO.
makes openings off of discombobulating his opponents.
Yes.
It's kind of. It's
Yeah,
almost.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
It's almost Diaz-esque.
I guess I can't say
except
that. I take that back.
The Diaz brothers don't throw as hard as they can, as to where Yuri wants to baptize you into the shadow realm every time he touches you.
I love Yuri's fighting so much. I love watching him fight.
He's a warrior.
His
He's
first
a true
fight in the
warrior.
UFC, he became one of my favorites for sure.
His fight against Glover was just so fun to watch. Yet it almost when as traditional MMA fans, we're purists. So every time something crazy happens when we're watching it live, we're like, oh, like every time. There were so many of those moments that it got to towards the end of the rounds where I was just like, I don't have any more energy, dog. Like,
and it's just when you see that guy and you see his name and you're like, who the fuck is this guy? What the fuck?
Yuri.
And then you see him come out and fighting. You're like, oh my god, who is this guy? That's literally what I was the first match, and then I was betting against him for the longest time. I was like, this guy ain't gonna fucking win. And then I kept losing bets. I was like, who is this guy? Fuck, dude. And then I jumped on the Yuri train. But I've always been a fan since his first fights. But I was always like, this guy's so reckless. I think he's gonna get caught. But then he would take out the favorite. You're like, what the fuck?
He does get caught, but he makes it work.
Mm-hmm.
He makes it work.
Yep. I love watching him fight. I love watching Alex fight too. I'm not gonna be different on him, bro. I like watching Alex fight, but not as much as Yuri, I will say. That's why I'm picking him. Good fights for UFC 295. I do want to talk about Eddie Alvarez, Mike Perry. That's in December, but I want to talk about it too for just a little bit.
I
just want to know who you think's gonna win.
Mike Perry.
I think Mike Perry.
Because it's Bloodsport and this is his game.
Beck Rawlings is getting another crack at that chick that lost that she lost to that we watched.
That's cool. I'm sad that they're.
I think her name's Ferreira too, or something.
I'm sad they're doing it in Salt Lake City, if I'm not mistaken.
I know. I wish it was in Denver again. It'd be fun.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Mike Perry, Eddie Alvarez is gonna be a good fight though. I want to watch that one.
Should be good.
I got Mike. Yeah.
It's just this is his game.
It's his game.
No one's knocked him yet, and I don't even think he's even been dropped.
And I think. I don't want to say Eddie was getting tagged in that Chad fight, but
Chad was giving him problems.
Gave him the problem.
And Chad fought at 145, 135 in UFC.
Mike
and
is
Eddie
a dog.
fought at 155 his whole career. So you're fighting a guy who walked around or who fought 20 pounds lighter than you on average.
And Mike is willing to trade a punch for a C, a T, and a knee. He doesn't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah.
He'll fucking headbutt your fist. He doesn't give a shit. So Good luck.
Man has cranial traumatic encephalopathy. It's a weird word.
It's not good.
CT.
And I'm gonna be really sad when he gets older, like, because Mike. Again,
He's already there.
But Mike Perry is just one of my favorite fighters too. Like, and I will literally cry tears if that guy gets like crazy.
He's a fun human being, but I feel like he's gonna go off in like a blaze. So it's gonna be like a standoff.
He's here for a good time, not a long time.
He's gonna go off in like a standoff, and it ain't gonna end well. But regardless, Mike Perry, I love
Mike Perry.
I was rooting for MVP when you guys went against one another, but you clearly won that. But I will never root against you in bare knuckle. He's just that dude.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Did you see some of the alleged numbers have come out about the Francis Fury pay-per-view buys?
I seen that. Yeah, I did see that bullshit.
Dave
yeah,
Meltzer.
but that's only the ESPN numbers. That's low for ESPN.
Well, the problem is because
that wasn't including like all the other.
In Europe, it featured on like a cable, like you know how we have like Fox Sports 1 and like ESPN Plus and shit like that.
It was on their bigger one.
They have like a network in Europe that like is a cable channel that it was played on allegedly or some shit. So that isn't gonna reflect a pay-per-view.
I mean that's the only thing that they can buy it on.
But hear me out. So like they're saying that like even Ariel reported. Granted, Ariel got into an argument with Chael Sonnen over this.
That was dumb.
They were alleging that it's like in the 400,000 buy potential range.
Yeah.
Now,
that's not the best, but that's not bad.
But hear me out.
For his first, bro, take it.
But hear me out. For Francis to get 10 million guaranteed plus potential pay-per-view points, and sometimes those
that's a win.
But listen, I'm not saying it's not a win. Just hear me out.
Oh, go ahead.
Let me finish at least. So sometimes you don't get pay-per-view points if you don't exceed the certain number that is contracted. So like let's say if they told him you don't get 500,000 buys, which doesn't have to happen the week of. Sometimes people order it way after, reorder it, whatever. So if they don't hit their magic number, he may not be eligible for those bonuses. Now, I don't know what those are. I don't know his contract, but what I do know is you have on this hand, you have him fighting Tyson Fury, which granted, the fact that he dropped him set himself up for another boxing match. That's the real secure bag, because the UFC offered him $8 million to fight John Jones, and you were the reigning standing heavyweight champ, which means you get pay-per-view points because you're a champion. You were going to be a main event. Hindsight's 2020. We know Jones is hurt now. We didn't know it then. They probably would have fought by now.
I guarantee he would have got hurt before.
But Jones fought for the belt since Francis left. So
and
like
honestly,
all that
he probably wouldn't have, because they would have fought a long time
ago. But the reason I'm mentioning it though is like $8 million guaranteed versus $10 million guaranteed. $2 million is like not a lot and a lot at the same time. I'm not going to dispute that. But what I will say is that John Jones fight, like I think Jones has only had one pay-per-view that did over $1 million, and it was him versus DC the first time. Other than that, John Jones hasn't had any real crazy numbers, but he averages over the 500,000 pay-per-view buy range. So
I wouldn't doubt it.
8 million, 500,000 views guaranteed, if not more. And let's face it, Francis would have sold that fight for sure. So I think Francis would have gotten a higher potential in his pay-per-view points had he stuck with the UFC. And even if he didn't, like the fact that he has this rematch is the bag secured, because the UFC was going to give him $8 million for Jones, and then they weren't going to offer him shit next because they didn't expect him to win.
See, that's good, and that's a good perspective. But I would have still, if I'm Francis,
he did the right thing.
I think he did.
He bet on himself.
Just because if he would have not dropped Tyson Fury, I would have been like, yeah, he should have stayed with UFC. He should have fought Jones. He should have did all this, but. That man, even though he didn't get the win in the corrupt boxer's eyes,
I agree on all that.
He is the lineal heavyweight, best combat sports heavyweight fighter in the world. So that's for legend status. Like that will forever be in the books. That's forever like a.
He definitely did the right thing, but
I think he could be in the UFC in a fucking year from now.
I think with his age, I don't think Dana would want him back.
Well, he's 37.
But
probably
the reason I'm mentioning it is I don't think
if he wins say he knocks out Wilder, you're telling me Dana won't want him back? I think Dana would do something.
So there was no fumbled bag. No one fumbled any bag.
Yeah.
No one can say that. You can't write that down. But what you can say,
they fumbled that nice fight.
But like, hear me out. What you can say is Francis didn't get an exorbitant amount of money different off of that bout versus the bout the UFC offered him 1-for-1. Just 1-for-1.
It could have been.
Now,
but they fucked up.
But we can both agree that, like, let's say he goes and fights John Jones, and let's say he knocks John Jones out in one punch in 4 seconds, the fastest knockout ever. It was against the GOAT, John Jones, like everything you could want that would like legitimize Francis in MMA. aka beating Jones. He wanted to be legitimized in boxing, which there's nothing wrong with that. If he does that to Jones, where does the UFC go from there? They probably start pursuing these novelty bouts that he's already doing.
Yeah, but this is all hindsight perspective. I mean, if we take it back
we're Monday morning quarterbacking
yeah,
right now.
and it's if we're Francis, back when all this bullshit went down and you're only making $600K a fight, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, you can offer $8 million now. Yeah, you're offering. What about all these other fights that you only offer me $600K and then I leave and the first fight when I leave, I make more than any other fight that I've ever made that I've done to build my career. Like it's you know, like I think where this whole thing fucked up is before. They fucked up before. You should have been paying him at least $1 million. Give at least the guy $1 million.
Well,
if you're giving Ronda versus Holly Holm if you're giving Ronda $4 million, you've seen those drop. All these receipts with Ronda dropped recently in this court case. If you're giving Ronda Rousey and Holly Holm, you're giving Ronda $4.5 million, you're telling me you can't give Francis all of this money when he's fighting the best heavyweight champion in the world, Stipe Miocic?
I think
you only give him $600,000.
I think
that's bullshit.
That's the reported income because like I saw some of the things that.
But he wasn't getting pay-per-view points.
Yeah, but
he didn't get a bonus. I mean, he probably did. I think he got a bonus.
I've seen like posts recently where it shows fighters that like what they were making. They were making like $4 or $5 mil a fight, but their reported earnings on those fights was not $4 or $5 mil. The reported earnings was like the 200 grand.
And I guess the argument is like pay-per-view power. Like Ronda has way more viewing power than Francis ever could think of getting.
Yeah, she was a
draw
staple.
She was a staple, bro. She really was. Yeah, so I guess I'm running back my statement again. That last statement I made, I'm running it back again because
I don't think
Ronda has more pay-per-view power.
Francis, like when Francis knocked Homie down and then fought as competitively as he did, he allowed himself to have another bout, which is going to make him. I don't know if he's going to make a crazy amount more. He might make 15 mil guaranteed on his next bout. He's unfortunately at the whims of Saudi, which isn't necessarily unfortunate because if he was at the whims of Eddie Hearn and all them, he'd be screwed. They wouldn't even have allowed this to happen. But the Saudi company was ready to lose money to allow this event to take place. And I mean, if they're going to do it again, he's going to be a beneficiary of it for sure.
Either way, good shit.
Good
I mean,
form.
Everybody's making their money. Fuck it. We'll see what happens in the future. I'm still making these best burger polls. Who is better? Who should we pit? Let's start talking about that. All right. Hit Banter Bros.
So
let's start talking about our tournament. Let's lay out this tournament.
Banter Bros.
Let's go over I'm going to go over the ones we have right now. So we have them written down, and I'm already starting to make the tournaments on Instagram because I'm starting to get polls on it.
So we're just trying to identify who's
the best
best burger place, but we have a few parameters to the rules of what we're allowing to be considered. We chose 10 because there's not too many more. There are more that like we didn't include. Like one that comes to mind immediately right now that we didn't include was Whataburger, which is fine. Never had it. Like Colorado just got it, so it's hard for me to talk about that.
Or like Culver's, like we can't really like.
I mean, yeah, we could have included that.
But like
we can. I mean, if anyone. Like, you could put and anyone can put whatever they want.
Yeah, you comment if you have a better burger joint than what we have on the tournament. And, we can always roll back tournaments and do it again and see who wins again. Like, we see what changes.
Now, for the record, we are exclusively talking the subjective best tasting burger. We're not wagering cost. Because if you wager cost...
We're not wagering costs.
That will kind of fuck some of these
But
options.
we are the extras of the burger joint. Like, say someone's fries. We can use that as a caveat
for
our argument.
You could say it's a bonus, but, I mean, it's just a bonus. So, Rick is...
I wanted to move this so I can keep looking back at what we have over here.
Yeah, so we've
I
got...
want to keep looking back at what we have over here, so I wanted to move that chair.
So we've gotten 10 written down. I can't read it from here either.
Yeah, honestly, that didn't help at all. But... Here, let's go over the battles that I already have written down while we go over the rest of these. So on my story, we're going for the best burger. I have 3 polls up if you want to check my Instagram. And honestly, Deryk, if you want to put up the first one in the chat, put up Wendy's versus McDonald's. And you could just put for the question, who's better?
But we're talking burger places, not restaurants top to bottom. So
yeah, so it's mostly burger.
If you're like, oh, I like Wendy's.
Or put better burger. Who has the better burger?
Yeah, because if you're like, oh, I like Wendy's, they got baked potatoes. Like, we don't give a fuck about their baked potatoes
but
right
that
now.
could be a caveat for your argument, but at the end of the day, that's like little extra brownie point shit. Like, all right, so the first one's Wendy's, McDonald's. We're also going to do Shake Shack versus Steak and Shake. Then we're doing Burger King versus Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. I thought those were 3 good battles. Who else should we pit against each other while we talk about the rest of the restaurants? We got Red Robin up there. We got, who should we put Red Robin against? We got Five Guys, In-N-Out,
Hold on, let's
Freddy's.
let's split some stuff up because each one of those gets one gets eliminated each time. Like,
Yeah, here, and let's go over who's all.
so I would separate Shake Shack and Steak and Shake because those are like 2 of my favorites, and I don't.
Oh,
Want them
come
to...
on. I already made the poll.
You're lame.
Come on, Dave.
I don't
Fine, we'll put 2 of my favorites.
So for you, what is it? Five Guys and
Five
fucking-
Guys has to go against something good. Like Freddy's. I would probably, or Red Robin. Five Guys or Red Robin, probably.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. Five Guys and Red Robin. I'm sorry to do that to you, Dave. I didn't mean to. I didn't know those were both your favorites, to be honest. I thought you were going to hit a Freddy's or something, dude.
I frequent Freddy's because it's so close to I-25. It's mostly a convenience thing.
Again, on my poll on Instagram, I only am just putting who is better.
But yeah, some of the criteria, though, is like these restaurants have to... One doesn't, but for the most part, they have to have chains, multiple locations, some type of cultural significance, preferably having a drive-through, but it's not a deal breaker. So we don't include like just local chains, like stuff that you would only find in Colorado. It's stuff that you can find all over the country.
I like this. All right. So we got Red Robin and Five Guys. Who else? We got In-N-Out.
In-N-Out versus Shake Shack. In-N-Out versus Shake Shack.
We already have Shake Shack written down.
Didn't you say you were changing Shake Shack versus Steak and Shake?
I didn't say that. I
Oh.
can. I guess I can. I got to delete
Because
it
In-N-Out
now.
and Shake Shack,
Oh, wow. Okay.
In-N-Out and Shake Shack are like 2 traditionally compared ones.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they're absolutely compared. One's East Coast.
Who compares them? No one has ever compared those two.
A lot of people do because the Shake Shack is an East
Are you
Coast
serious?
originating company, and then
You're
In-N-Out's
such
a
a
West
cunt.
Coast.
We already have people voting,
Oh well, then let's just get to it.
I think. Yeah, yeah. People are already voting on the. God damn it.
So let's just read them.
All right.
It's easy.
Hold on. Well, we got to do Steak and Shake versus Shake Shack. Is that okay?
That'll work.
Dave's pissed. Dave's like, wow. Let's do Wendy's versus somebody though. We got to put
I
Wendy's.
thought it was Wendy's versus McDonald's.
No. Oh, it is, huh? Yeah. Well, who's Burger King against? Oh, Carl's Jr. And then we got Freddy's and In-N-Out.
That works.
Freddy's and In-N-Out. Yeah, I think that's the last battle. All right. Who's better? Who is better? Freddy's? Is it just Freddy's steak burgers or what?
Something like that. Or just Freddy's.
Freddy's and In-N-Out. Maybe we should have put Whataburger in there over Freddy's or something. What do you think?
No, I like Whataburger. I mean, I like Freddy's because I've
You
had
had Freddy's
it.
instead?
I've never
Okay.
had Whataburger. I can't hold it.
I've never
against-
had Whataburger either. Or
So-
maybe Culver's?
You
Should we
can.
put Culver's in there? Nah.
Nah, not
Yeah,
at this point.
nah.
Not at this point.
Yeah, you're right. All right. So I think that's every single one. Let me count how many battles we have. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. All right. Cool. So that's all 10 of the burger spots. We have Wendy's, McDonald's, Shake Shack, Steak and Shake, Burger King and Carl's Jr., Five Guys and Red Robin, Freddy's and In-N-Out. Those are the 5 battles right now. Let's start with McDonald's versus Wendy's.
Again, these are burger specified. We're not talking about like restaurant entirely versus restaurant entirely.
Mm.
We're not comparing like who has like better shakes or something.
And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have Deryk go on my Instagram and vote for the one he likes. Like, we'll just have him vote so he can show us the results after we're done arguing them. And we're going to go through these 5, and then that's it for tonight. And we'll pick up on the part 2 on the tournament next week.
So
Or another week or something. We'll see.
So what we should do is I'll put a timer. We'll do 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Yeah, I like it.
Because it's 5 different ones.
Yeah, I like
so
McDonald's versus Wendy's. Who do you like over those?
if we're talking burgers, I'm gonna have to say McDonald's, but that's fucking
Wow,
close.
really? Okay.
It's close.
That's a good debate because I'm picking Wendy's. All right. So Wendy's versus McDonald's. I mean, there's a lot to say
But we
when
got
we're
5
talking
minutes.
about McDonald's. I mean, they're the best to ever do it,
what's-
right? They're the goats, huh?
What's your pound? Yeah, they're the best, the most successful restaurant of all time. What's your pound for pound sandwiches that you order at Wendy's, burger wise? What do you be?
That Baconator be smacking, dog. That Baconator is something to be reckoned with, really. I mean, if we're talking like Big Mac versus Baconator, probably gonna pick a Baconator all day. I mean, there's just too much bun on the Big Mac. Their sauce, not it. If you compare the sauces at Wendy's compared to a McDonald's sauce, I mean, yeah, they're coming out with a Mambo sauce. Yeah, they're coming out with their shit. But if we compare barbecue to barbecue, if we compare ketchup to ketchup, if we compare the good old honey mustard to honey mustard, Wendy's got them all sunk. Wendy's got better nuggets, if you ask me. I mean, that might be argued. This could be a good debate. This is something for different burgers. But we're doing it.
I mean,
So I'm picking Wendy's over McDonald's all day.
so he compared the Big Mac because the Big Mac's the most popular sandwich at McDonald's as far as historically. I get it, and I like me a Big Mac. Big Mac sauce is delicious. Sesame seed bun, like it's a very fun experience. But I think you compared the wrong ones. I would have more respectfully compared like a bacon quarter pounder.
Or like a Dave's. Dude, and I'm surprised you didn't pick Wendy's because they have Dave's specials, dude. Come on.
I mean,
That's you.
don't get me wrong.
Dave's favorites, or
Wendy's
what are they
is
called?
just never as consistent as,
No, I
as
see
McDonald's.
You think so? I
Like,
don't know,
for
bro.
sure.
McDonald's got some bullshit ass fries sometimes.
But I'm just talking on the burgers.
I mean, okay, yeah, you're right.
Just-
Consistency on burgers is pretty tight on McDonald's. I can't
they
say
don't-
shit.
They very rarely do you get a McDonald's burger that's bussin', and very rarely do you get a McDonald's burger that's
Yeah,
like
but who has the
just
better
trash.
value menu burger? Like, if we're talking the cheaper burger, we're talking like
I
value
prefer-
menu burger to
just
value
subject-
menu burger.
just
The
subject-
double stack can't stand to the double stack at Wendy's. Wendy's has a better double stack.
I prefer the McDonald's cheeseburger because I like how the buns are toasted at McDonald's because they don't toast the buns at Wendy's at all.
You got me on that.
Second,
They do toast them.
second,
Not
that-
too much toasted. Though.
second
They're
to-
not crazy toasted.
But second to that, I think I don't know what it is. You might call me crazy, and it's fine. But I think McDonald's cheese is it's just like their Coca-Cola. Something about it is superior. I don't know why.
Put crack in it.
It's dude.
They put crack in the
I
cheese.
don't know what it is, but their cheese I would say is better than like any other fast food place.
What?
Cheese. Legitimately.
Any others?
Any. Just the cheese.
You're crazy.
That's how dude, I told you would say it. You're gonna call me crazy. So like, here we
Yo,
go.
come on, girl, solve this. Wendy's versus McDonald's. Who got it?
For burgers, not restaurants.
Burgers.
Just burgers.
I'm Wendy's all the way.
Woo!
I like the junior bacon.
She
Why,
looks like
she's my lady.
You look like Wendy, huh?
I love it. But okay,
Ginger.
McDonald's you guys got more sales, but we're not talking about that. Burger to burger, the square patty changed the game.
How?
It just
It's
did.
just
I
a
mean,
shape.
not only did the square
Don't
patty. Hold
affect
on.
the taste.
The square patty changed the game innovatively. And not only that, Wendy's started with the fresh burger. They started with the fresh cooked burger. You guys started with the freezer. You started with the freezer, and then you had to change to the fresh meat burger because of Wendy's. You guys had to follow suit to what Wendy's was doing because they were taking your chops, bro. Wendy's was taking them out with the fresh burger. We started with the fresh burger, so that means we had the better burger to start. You guys had this freezer bullshit for the longest time, and then it forced you guys to get fresh burger. Is that right or not right? You know that's right.
It's wrong because why would we react?
What?
Why would we react to a company that is selling more burger? We're outselling.
Bro, you reacted because people were like, your shit ain't fresh.
If your
it was a
drum-
real thing.
If your drum beats
Now it's
faster than your
fresh.
competitors, you don't slow your drum roll to
And
your
you know, I
competitors.
might be wrong, but I still think your double stacks are not fresh. I still think the freezers, but I think your Angus burgers are
It
like
don't
your Big Macs
phase
and
me.
shit.
It's all fire to me.
I don't know, man. I think
It's
our
a-
quarter pounders are better than your quarter pounders. We have more innovative burgers. We have a fucking pub burger, dog. Come on. You guys could never. You guys wish.
They don't need to get extra because our shit tastes better.
You think so?
It's my
I
dogs.
don't know about
McDonald's
that, man.
burgers.
Wendy's burgers.
I would rather have a Big Mac or a quarter pounder
Oh,
than
this is making
any
me so
burger
hungry.
than any
It's
burger.
making me so hungry.
Any burger on Wendy's menu.
Are you serious?
A Big Mac or a quarter pounder than any
come
burger on the
on.
Wendy's menu. I for real.
A Dave's favorite.
Yeah.
You're tripping.
No.
Yeah, you're tripping.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, their quarter pounders smack, dude. Wendy's got them fat old patties,
So does McDonald's.
but they taste better. Like the Wendy's is just they taste fresher.
I mean, you're
Again.
We got 6 seconds left on this one.
Okay.
You're hung up on freshness. I'm hung up.
Deryk,
on,
who won the poll on the first one? Vote on which one you like the best. Let's see who Deryk. And tell us who you pick too. See what
Wendy's
Deryk
versus
picks.
SmackDonald's. We're
I'm
not
really curious. I want to say McDonald's probably going to win.
four
It's just
burgers.
favorite. Wendy's won.
Okay.
What is the percentage and who did you vote for?
67 to 33.
Woo! Shit. Who'd you vote for?
Wendy's.
Yeah. What's your reason on Wendy's?
Their ice cream machine actually works.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but this is for burger.
So yeah, you guys have already ruined the poll. That don't count. You're voting on non-burger parameters, and we asked which one had the better burger, and you said the ice cream machine. I asked you to vote.
What's the YouTube chat vote?
So that one clearly is a flawed.
Wendy's won that one too? Hey,
Yeah.
he wrote best burger on the YouTube one. What's the percentage on the YouTube one? Well,
All right, what's
you
the
haven't
next one?
vote for Wendy's again. No, or vote for McDonald's, so it's even, I guess now.
I don't know if you could vote if you put up the.
Oh, it just
What's
shows.
the next?
Okay. All right, so that was. We'll take Wendy's the win on that one, I guess, because on votes. Should we take it on votes?
That's fine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I guess we'll do it like that. We'll just always count it off votes. We can debate how we want to debate, then people can debate how they want to debate. In your comments below, though, drop if you think Wendy's is better than McDonald's or McDonald's better than Wendy's. But we got Wendy's as the first winner on that one. All right. The next battle is Shake Shack versus Steak and Shake, dude. And I am fucking you over a little bit because
You're making me eliminate.
I'm making him
those are my-
eliminate one
Those are my
of his
like,
favorites.
My 1 and 2s.
And I feel so bad of doing it, but I already put the poll up. And I didn't want to have to change it because people already voted on that.
So I expect, based on how people are going to vote on this, most people probably. This is going to be one most people might not have experienced before because Steak and Shake is a Midwest traditional type restaurant.
I've only had it once, and it was a very long time ago.
I have it in my hometown. They're all over the Midwest. There's some in Colorado Springs.
It used to be in the Citadel.
I realize we're not comparing the dollar value of anything, but the reason I want to mention Steak and Shake is why I've been going there since I was a kid. You can get, it's not a meal that comes with the drink, it's just fries and a cheeseburger, but you can get a triple cheeseburger and fries for $4.
Damn.
Dude, it's really good. It's all steak burgers. They have great ice cream too, but like just off the burger alone,
so hungry.
their burgers are amazing. It has that like nice like crisp skirt around the outside, when they smash it down all kinds.
I haven't had them in a long time, bro.
So, I mean, I love both of these restaurants for different reasons. I'm team Steak and Shake because I grew up eating it and I can never get enough of it. But Shake Shack is the cleanest burger joint.
I was about to say, bro, the atmosphere, it's clean.
It's so good. Like
you're eating some clean, fresh shit.
It's not greasy as shit.
Not
you're gonna have some
greasy.
fresh like lettuce like on your burger
I don't ever want to bring fries into it, but goddamn, dude, like
so if it's a comparison of fries, no one can touch Steak and Shake in this comparison except Freddy's. Because those little shoestring Johnsons, that's my favorite form of French fry.
And you know what we'll do is I'll look at these polls tomorrow and screenshot them so we could talk about it next week to see whoever overtakes.
We need to have we need to do one of these but with potatoes and have Potato as a guest.
Yes, he could be like an ultimate judge of potatoes.
Yeah, but anyway,
all right.
So
Steak and Shake and Shake Shack.
I prefer Steak and Shake overall. If I had to like pull up to them at the same distance away, I would go to Steak and Shake because I prefer the burger that they provide. It's going to be a burger that's more of smashed down like flat steak burger. It's going to have like real thin onions if you choose to have it. It comes with onion and pickle and mustard, which sounds like a weird combo. Delicious.
I would get those caramelized.
And then the pickles are the ones that are like lengthwide, so like you don't have like little spheres. It's like your whole bite. Every bite you get a pickle in with it, which I love. I don't know. They're traditional like steak burgers. There's not much to say about it. As to where when you go to Shake Shack, you're getting
it's like more modern.
Shake
Shack is like more
Shake
modern.
Shack's like Starbucks vibes.
It is like Starbucks vibes. I was about to say that, bro.
It's less greasy, more of an environment. But no, like don't get me wrong, I love Shake Shack. I prefer Shake Shack over In-N-Out because those are commonly
And I'm gonna pick Shake
compared.
Shack just because I'm picking Shake Shack out of the two personally, just because they're more common. It's like Starbucks, bro.
Depending
it's more
on where
around.
depending on where you are.
Yeah, true.
Big cities, Shake Shack is more prevalent. But when you go into like
so? I haven't seen them that much.
Shake Shack, I mean, it's an East
Not
Coast
around.
thing. There's Shake Shack in Denver. They're in, I believe there's one in Springs. I know for a fact that, I believe they have one in the airport as well. So
I think they do.
Shake Shack's delicious. Every time I go to Denver, I try to hit Shake Shack.
Shout out Shake Shack. Shout out Steak and Shake too, though. I haven't had them in a long time though, so it's hard for me to really compare. I know both have really, really good burgers because they're steak burgers first off. I mean, who is it? But it's just. They do have one of the best burgers, Steak and Shake, from what I remember back in the day. But, I mean, I think Shake Shack kind of takes it right now because relevancy bias, I guess, for me, for those two. And it's kind of hard for me to argue.
Comparing Shake Shack to fucking...
those two.
Comparing Shake Shack to Steak and Shake to me... Now, this isn't a comparison of quality. It's like comparing Waffle House to IHOP. Like I love both of them. You know what I mean? There's a place in my heart for both of them. They're not the same thing. So it's easy for me to choose Steak and Shake though. I genuinely believe Steak and Shake has the best fast food burger available. And if you consider dollar, they win it. If you consider dollar, I think they win it. If you we're not using money, but if you consider dollar, they win by a huge margin.
You make me want them right now.
Dude, if we had a Steak and Shake, we would go. And like they give you these cool little hats if you eat there, you know.
Ooh, that's a plus.
It's pretty sick.
Added points.
A little bit more family friendly.
Honestly, I might just vote Steak and Shake with you, to be honest.
Steak and Shake is delicious.
All right, Deryk, show us this poll on this one.
I don't expect a lot of people to
Steak
vote
and
on
Shake
this one.
and Shake Shack. Yeah, I mean, you never know. It's okay. We'll have Deryk kind of help us. And then if there's not very many votes, we'll just have you pick it. Shake Shack won? Wow.
I understand.
Here, let me read my
story. It's
story.
more prevalent in a bigger populated state.
No, it didn't. Steak and Shake won by 67%.
Ooh,
what? Oh, now it's 50%. It just changed. All right, Dave, we're just going to have you pick it because...
Steak and Shake.
All right, so we're moving on Steak and Shake. But again, we're going to go over these on the next part of the burger tournament, and if there's any overtakes, we're considering them.
Yeah.
So if anybody takes it over, because we're going to let the 24 hours do its thing, because I actually have a lot of people that will vote on these. And we'll consider that for next week. So we'll have a winner for this week right now, but it's subject to change later. So right now we have Wendy's winning, and then it's a 50-50, and we're having Dave pick Steak and Shake for the winner.
What's the next one?
Next one is Burger King versus Carl's Jr. and Hardee's.
So this is
a good one.
I'm starting it now. This one I think is a really fun one to compare side by side because it's charbroiled versus charbroiled.
Yep.
And those are what they're
one
like.
charbroiled
Whataburger would have been here too. If you want to anyone who's voting, you can choose Whataburger here. Just know I ain't fucking had it, so I can't vote on it.
Yeah, me either.
So, that being said, if I'm choosing between CJ's and Burger King for burgers, just burgers, oh man. If we're going
kind of hard,
burgers. If we're going just burgers, I'm gonna go BK. But if we're going restaurant versus restaurant, I'm going CJ's. CJ's just has way better fucking sides.
It's quality, I feel like.
They have they have the rodeo burger at Burger King, and then you have the Western at Carl's Jr. Same thing. You know, you get onion ring, barbecue sauce, bacon. It's delicious. I think Burger King's patties are just a little bit tastier.
Thin. Oh.
I think
because of the thinness, or do you think...
I don't know if it's because
I want to say Carl's Jr. is just a little bit thicker.
They are, but you're pretty much going charbroiled v charbroiled. But I prefer a Whopper to a Big Star burger.
Yeah,
they're the same thing.
I mean, if we're comparing burger to burger, Whopper is just
hard to beat.
The staple compared to a Star burger. What the fuck is that? You know what I mean? They don't
have
one of those. And I can throw up a Western burger. Their Western burger's fire.
A Western burger is delicious, and that's why I'm saying you get better sides, better toppings, better options. But I mean, if I'm just, I don't know. I think if Burger King recreates it, aka the rodeo burger, it's just as good.
And we're considering best burger, but I'm gonna throw in extra little points because you get free burgers this way. Back in the day, that Carl's Jr. app was hitting, dude. You would just pass by the joint, dude, and I would have to pass by it all the time. And you could just do the quick check-in, bro. And at 100 points, you get a free fat-ass, fucking big-ass special burger.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just, every time I pass by, boom, 10 points, boom, 10 points. So I'm going to give Carl's Jr. a little extra points on that. Burger King, it didn't have any bullshit like that for check-ins.
So, I like when I go
Carl's Jr. check-ins were goated.
I like when I go to Carl's Jr. that they have the California burger, whatever, where it's got
That's a good one.
Caramelized onions and Big Mac sauce. That's good. But, if you go to the Midwest, I was just in Missouri for the Chiefs game, we only have Hardee's.
Yeah, so it has another name.
No, it's not even another name. It's an entirely different menu.
Really?
The Hardee's menu is entirely different.
I did not know.
When I went there with my cousin, and he was like, yo, they got this new hot Nashville chicken sandwich. I'm like, at Hardee's, and he's like, yeah. And he went and I just got a bev because I wasn't hungry.
Dank.
But their whole menu's different. They don't.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The California burger thing I just referenced.
I thought they were just name change.
No, it's entirely different menu.
Wow.
So I mean, I've experienced both.
That makes sense.
CJ's has a way stronger name in Colorado than Hardee's had
Carl's
in
Jr.'s
Missouri.
a thing here.
Carl's Jr. is way better than Hardee's as far as menu v menu.
Really?
In my opinion, I like
Good to know.
the offerings here more. But I think BK wins this because BK's just when you bite into a Whopper, that just tastes
different, bro.
Tastes like you're at a barbecue in your childhood, bro.
Different, dog.
It's it's taste strong and this is a weird personal note.
And their Big Kings are dank, dude.
It's a weird
triple stacks and shit.
Those are dank. This is a weird note. And then the the Baconator from Burger King is delicious.
Yeah,
their
it's like
their
I
bacon
think it's
is
called
so
like the Bacon King or some
their
shit. They
their
call it.
bacon is thin. It's delicious. But
Yeah. I'm gonna go with BK for the win on this one too, bro. I
Same.
can't argue on
I can't. But hear me out. This is one thing-
BK, the Whopper dog. Come on.
it's unbeatable. And one thing that's
It is
funny is
unbeatable.
like when I had COVID and I like couldn't taste shit for months, like legit months. The first time I ate a cheeseburger, I had McDonald's, and all I could taste out of the entire thing was mustard, which sounds disgusting because you just feel the texture of a burger, but you taste mustard. But I was enthusiastic that I could even taste that. I remember I went to Burger King one day because I was like in that neck of the woods in Pueblo. They were dead, so I'm like, all right, bet I'll hit the drive-thru. Got a Whopper, like the 2 for $6 Whopper deal at the time. Took one bite, and I could actually taste the burger when I was like
Bomb.
deep into COVID still. So at that moment forward, like Burger King had like a new meaning to me. A new
You're like, yo,
I
for
appreciate
real.
y'all
yeah.
more than you realize now. So like Burger King takes the win for me. But if we're saying which restaurant would you rather go
Probably
to?
CJ's.
CJ's. Yeah, I like the fried zucchini. You know,
Bro, they got star nuggets, dog.
the
Come on.
nugs are fire. The
nugs are fire.
Their waffle fries are goated. Don't at me.
Goated waffle
Don't
fries.
at
Yeah,
me.
for real.
So,
They are
like,
goated.
I prefer the fries just in general at CJ's over
Same.
Burger King's fries are fucking mid. Like
Big Mitt, dude, they've changed them so many fucking times, and they can't. They've changed them so many fucking times.
their fries used to be gas, and then they went to the Satis fries, which were the crinkle fries, which were like tragic. And then
That
when
was a
they
tragic
came back
change
from
when they did
Satis
that.
fries,
They-
they made them huge, and they're all big, and they're just not it.
And you know, Wendy's kind of fucked up when they changed their fries up a little bit. Then they went
Their
back.
most recent fry change I don't like, but the one before that, when it had the skin on the potato still, that was peak French fries right there.
Those were dank. Yeah,
Those were hard to beat. But no, I mean, I think we can just call this one a BK
let's
victory.
call this a BK victory.
Save
I
ourselves.
want to see
1
what
second.
the vote is, though. Let's see. I'm gonna vote Burger King. It's 100% Burger King. I
That-
mean,
nah,
it's
yeah.
night and day, easy peasy. Who do you vote for, Derek? Burger King. Who do you got, Holly?
Burger King.
Easy win
Unanimous
for Burger
BK.
King.
What's the next one?
Five Guys versus Red Robins. I mean, I don't have to say much about this battle right here. I mean, I'm gonna instant vote Five Guys. It's a no brainer for me.
So
I actually had Deryk throw Red Robin on here. I was like, "Yo, throw a burger joint on this tourney," and he threw Red Robin on here. Little did he know Red Robin was just going to be put up to slaughter for Five
Sacrificial
Guys.
lamb.
Sacrificial lamb. I mean, we know what
So-
the fuck's going on.
this one is a quick one because I'm gonna agree with Five Guys. I don't like Red Robin that much.
Whoa! You don't even like Red Robin at all?
I have two reasons behind why
Why?
I don't like Red Robin. One, they give you those unlimited. Granted, we're talking burgers, but they give you those unlimited steak fries.
Mm-hmm.
Limpest fries under the sun of all time. Those fries are always trash. They're always so mid because they know that they're giving it to you unlimited, so they don't even try. They're like, "Well, we'll just give you fistfuls of these limp fries, and you'll either eat them or you'll leave."
What do you have to say about your limp fries and Red Robin, dog?
And then second, here's another reason why I don't fuck with Red Robin. If you look on their menu, the pricing is confusing because you can get like a double cheeseburger for like $15, or you can get a single of one of their signatures for like fucking like $20. Like, what's going on?
And dude, Five Guys, you buy one size, and you're gonna get all of the fries in the fryer.
Yeah, you're gonna.
So
feed-
it's, you know what I mean? It's not even.
now if we're gonna like just talking price, like because we're not considering it. Five Guys has very very tasty burgers. Like they taste really good. Not my favorite, but I can't say anything bad about them.
Five Guys, bro. Like I get,
But
I crave.
You gotta
that
take
shit,
out like
bro.
a fucking. You gotta refinance your house just to eat there, dog.
It's okay though. Like we're willing to spend it because you live. We're not here for a long time. We're here for a good time. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
guess.
Five Guys.
This is
where
the
it's
one
at.
restaurant on the whole list that doesn't have a drive-through, but it didn't need one.
Don't need one. Five Guys. I mean, it's gonna take the list. I already know it's gonna beat Red Robin. Sorry,
Yeah.
Derek. Red Robin's trash,
I like the
especially
milkshakes.
compared to the rest of these.
Red Robin got a fire milkshake though.
Do they?
Yeah.
I haven't been to Red Robin in a long time too. When's the last time you were at Red Robin, Derek? I'm very curious.
I've actually never been. I just said it.
Wow,
Oh.
he
No, I'm
just
just kidding, I'm
threw
just
this sacrificial lamb on the burger tournament. Okay,
So
well,
we don't
we
even
know
gotta
who's
keep
good.
on-
Yeah, we don't even
gotta
have to
harp
keep on
this
it.
one. That one's,
Five Guys easily winning. I mean, it's at 100% on the poll. Easy
What's
to win.
the next one?
Next one's Freddy's versus In-N-Out.
Ooh.
I want to say just name alone. I think In-N-Out might just take this one.
I mean, people are gonna vote In-N-Out because their taste buds are mid. Freddy's is better, bro. They're better. They're better in every way. I'll say
I've
that.
had both, and I think if we're talking burger, In-N-Out has a better burger.
I disagree vehemently.
If we're talking restaurant, though, I fucking hate In-N-Out's fries with a
Their
goddamn
fries
passion.
are so bad.
They're terrible,
They're
bro.
the
I
worst.
fucking-
You have to make them
Do you
animal.
fuck with In-N-Out's fries, Derek? Yes or no? I don't think he's ever had In-N-Out. He's a liar.
I'm a fucking homebody, bro. I just fucking eat Ramen noodles.
He just eats baked potatoes. You fuck with In-N-Out's fries?
No.
You fuck with In-N-Out's fries? Do you remember when we had
I
it?
don't really remember. I thought they were the little.
The
like,
shoestring
shoestring?
bullshits. Yes.
not them.
Oh, really?
The In-N-Out
It really
does not
isn't
have
that?
shoestring.
Those are Dave's favorite fries from where?
Freddy's or Steak and Shake.
Yeah, I get those confused, but those are trash. Sorry, Dave.
Oh!
Those are awful.
Shoestring
It's-
fries
I mean,
suck.
this is also coming from Team Android, so I don't want to hear it.
Team Samsung. But all right. Freddy's versus In-N-Out. I do think In-N-Out has the better burgers, easily the better staple. You have better options at In-N-Out. You can get wild style. I think you could do that at Freddy's. Okay.
It's animal style.
At Freddy's, it's animal
no,
style.
No. Or no, that was
Drifters.
That's Drifters.
Huh?
My
Oh,
bad.
okay.
You
Okay.
guys should have threw Bingo Burger on here.
No, fuck
Yeah,
Bingo.
it's not chain though.
Oh, okay.
And Bingo's
It has to
mid.
be like chain.
Only thing in Pueblo.
Bingo's trash.
Bingo is fucking bomb. Chill
Dave
out.
and I went
Bingo's
to Greyscale
trash.
And they've done some upgrades.
They've done some upgrades, bro. It's pretty crazy.
The best thing Bingo Burger has is that root beer that they get.
Their root beer's fire. Their cream soda's not it. But Freddy's versus In-N-Out though. In-N-Out, I mean, it's the bigger name. It's the well-known name. It's
Steak
out here in
burgers
Colorado.
versus
Here,
not steak burgers. Steak burgers versus not steak burgers.
animal style versus not animal. I mean,
I don't-
wild style versus wild style, bro. Come on.
You don't have to style up the burger. You get like that perfect, like flat, crispy steak burger.
You can't get a 5 stack at Freddy's though.
I don't know what that is.
You could get a 5 burger stack at In-N-Out.
You could clearly do that at Freddy's.
You fucking can't.
You think you can't go to a burger joint? And
You
ask
can
for
tell that.
five?
You tell that. You say that at In-N-Out, the guy's literally just gonna be like 5 stack. You say that at Freddy's, the guy's gonna be like,
He's gonna be
I
like,
don't
this
know
fat
how
ass
to-
wants 5 patties.
yeah,
make 'em hot."
yeah. He's gonna say the 5 ass wants 5. The fattest wants 5 patties, and he's gonna be like, I don't know how to input it in the register.
It's not
And
that.
be all stupid about it.
It's not that hard, fam.
That's what Dave would say.
No,
You look
Freddy's-
like the type of guy to eat 5 patties on a burger.
No, I eat like 2 at best. Freddy's is superior though because In-N-Out. The only thing In-N-Out.
Burger wise,
Yeah, for sure. It's a steak.
How?
It's a steak burger versus
just
a
because
not.
it's a steak burger doesn't mean it tastes better.
Steak is better than ground beef, and it's
I mean,
ground
you're
steak.
right. You're right.
Ground steak versus just like the lips and asshole of the cow. You already know.
You got me. You got me there.
I'm telling you, I'm not saying that In-N-Out burgers taste bad, but like their fries are mid. It's cheap. It always comes with the most difficult line of all time. Like it takes forever. And by the time you get your
Because
food,
people love it. I'm sorry,
And-
people love it, Dave.
I mean, people.
You know why Freddy's is always empty? Because fuck Freddy's.
I mean, people like methamphetamine. That's just wildly popular. Doesn't mean we should all conform to it. You wanna go hit the trailer park and be like, "Is that meth?"
That's not a good
fun?"
argument. It's a
No.
terrible argument.
But I'm gonna shit on your rhetoric if you keep that one.
Deryk, will you hit the poll and vote for Freddy's or In-N-Out and tell us who's winning? I'm very curious. I think
everyone's
In-N-Out
gonna
is gonna take
everyone's
this.
gonna vote In-N-Out because it's like socially validating, not because
think
they
so?
have any opinion.
Well, we'll see if it rolls back in 24 hours. Because, again, we're doing rollbacks. So, if the votes on my Instagram are a little bit different to next week, like, because I'm going to screenshot them tomorrow night. If they're a little bit different, then we'll reel it back and pick a different winner. But for right now, In-N-Out's probably In-N-Out. What is 100%? I'm assuming.
Like 67.
Yeah. So In-N-Out takes it right now over Freddy's. But you were riding for Freddy's pretty hard.
They have Freddy's and
Over
Steak,
In-N-Out, the staple.
Freddy's and Steak and Shake have the best fries of any fast food restaurant under the sun, in my opinion.
But just because you like shoestring.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
You are entitled to your own
I'm
opinion.
caveating it's my opinion.
Okay, you said that.
but-
My opinion.
But both of them have steak burgers that are like it has that like nice crunchy like layer to it. It's just perfect, bro.
Mm.
It's perfect. I don't think a burger could be engineered any better than what they bring to the table.
And here, I'm going to vote on my own so I can actually read off the percentages again.
So you can
just we
embellish
have
the
it.
percentages with one extra vote down the board.
I mean, we're going to have it up for 24 hours. You can go vote as well. You know what I'm saying?
This
Go
mo-
vote.
You be
Go
wearing your
vote.
own merch in public, huh?
No, I actually don't do that. That's one thing I make sure to not do. I find that cheesy.
I mean, voting on your own poll,
Yeah.
wearing your own merch.
Making my friends listen to only my songs when they ride with me. All right, so recap of right now. Wendy's 75-25 over McDonald's. I mean, destroyed. Shake Shack and Steak and Shake dead and dead 50, but we had Dave pick them over for the 50% Steak and Shake. And then we have Burger King 100% over Carl's Jr. Not
Yeah.
even. Five Guys 100% over Red Robin. Not even. And then we have In-N-Out 75% over Freddy's 25%. But that's been the Banter Bros for this week. That's the start of our burger tournament. Come back next week. Come back next week for Battle Bets 2. That's been sure about that for this week. What time is it?
6:30.
6:30. It's a good time to end, dude. You have anything else to say? We'll end it there. Hit Banter Bros for us one time. We didn't get it at the beginning, I don't think.
It's time for Banter Bros.
Love that soundbite.
It was.
Love that. It was time for it, and that time is over.
Well,
anything else?
Let's get out of here.
Let's get out of here. Do not forget. So I'm dropping a song on the 21st of this month, and then every week after the 21st of this month, I'm dropping a song all the way till the end of February. So dropping a song every goddamn week. So hit the link below and catch me everywhere. Also comment your favorite burger place, like in the comments below. That's been Are You Sure About That? And we're out.